They indeed are not biting. Hello and welcome back to Water. My name is Beast. Today I'm back with Koikari. Hopefully this time we'll actually finish the whole route setup thing. I thought it would literally just take this part, like last part, to finish that. That's why I started it. I knew I wouldn't be able to do the twins yesterday, and I didn't want to like use two parts for that, so I was just gonna like set up the routes and be done with it for the day. But then this bullshit had to happen, and suddenly, like what was it? Hold on. I could go back to title, but no. Apparently there's like fucking like we're only in 3 scenes, like in the 3rd scene of like fucking 10. Oh, also, finally finished the fucking barbecue chips, and it was painful. It felt like they were getting spicier with every bite, and by God, I never want to have to taste those again. Where the fuck did the top go? The top is just gone. Did it just fucking get shot off somewhere? That's fun. Because these all have like these caps on top that you can close again. And it is not anywhere here. So I have no idea where the fuck it shot off to. Oh well. Bugger. What's in here? Is there something important in here? I hope not. There's nothing in here. Good. I didn't accidentally smash something important. Yeah, not even a nibble.
何ですか? このまま新緑が枯れちゃいそうなくらいカラッカラな雰囲気は。そういう時は私にお任せあれですよ。
No thanks. Anyway, what? Aren't you gonna fish?
私は見ているだけで十分なのです。
夢のは餌にしている虫が嫌だそうだ。俺がつけてやると言っているのに。
せっかく釣ったお魚さんを塩焼きにしようにも、虫さんを食べたものなんて嫌ですから。
But are you a girl?
私はれっきとした女の子ですが、むしろブラザーには私が女の子以外の何に見えるのですか?
Right, that was rude of me. I'm sorry.
なんか今日のブラザーちょっと変ですね。いつものつっけんどんな態度にキレがないです。
何か相談事があるとは聞いていたが、一体どうしたんだ?
At the elder Hinayama's urging, I recall what I came here for. Thankfully, I've got over my cold, but I've got bigger problems now. So I asked the elder Hinayama to go fishing with me, since he's the only one I can turn to for advice. You can fish here if you buy a fishing permit, and they conveniently let you borrow the equipment too. Incidentally, it should go without saying that at this point that the Hinayama siblings come as a pair. Hey, can you scram for a second?
なんでですか? 私だけつむはじき者にしようだなんて、問屋が下ろしてもこの夢の様が下ろしませんからね。
Have you heard what I'm about to say? It probably makes things twice as hectic as they already are.
まあ、元気なのが唯一の取り柄なところありますからね、私。
It's not a good point right now. That wasn't a compliment. Okay, so what I'm about to talk about is, unfortunately, what is commonly referred to as a guy talk. If a girl like the young Hinayama were to overhear it, my life would be over.
さては恋バナですね。
How did you know? Yep, just coming now.
そうですか。とうとうブラザーにも遅めの春が来ましたか。私としても大変喜ばしい次第であります。
夢の向こうの岸辺に綺麗な蝶々が飛んでたぞ。
He knows how to handle her.
何ですと? 高く売れそうですか? 高値で海外に売りさばけそうですか?
The young Inuyama dashes to the other side of the river while shouting incomprehensibly. You really know how to handle your sister, huh? I could never handle my little sister like that.
夢ののやつ、お小遣いを使いすぎて おやつの時間に塩飴を半分に割ってちまちま舐めるしょっぱい生活をしているからな。
That's almost kind of sad. It's important that she learns proper money management.
そんなことより恋バナするんじゃなかったのか？
I know I'm the one who brought it up, but could you not say guy talk with a straight face like that? It's throwing me off. It's a real youthful scene for two guys to be standing by the river having guy talk, but unfortunately I'm just not feeling it with this guy. I'm just asking for a friend.
お前に俺以外の友達がいたのか？
Let's not get ahead of ourselves! I never even said you were my friend. I tried to come up with a standard false premise, but completely get blindsided when the elder Yinayama inadvertently roasts me like
細
that.
かいことは気にせず話したいことを話せばいい。そのために俺を呼んだんだろ？
You're such a good guy.
恋バナいいじゃないか。俺は結構好きだぞ。
With a face like that?
本当になんでだろうな。昔からよくその手の相談を男女問わず受けるんだ。
What, do you expect to believe you're such a lovable person? You look 100% single to me.
彼女がいる上に会うたび女子しか連れてこないお前には言われたくないな。
Now that you mention it, what the hell have I done?
自覚がなかったのか。これは重症そうだな。
I didn't realize it until the elder Hidayama pointed it out. It's not just Emi and Tenma. All the acquaintances I've made recently have been women, with the exception of him, obviously.
お兄ちゃん、綺麗な蝶々はいませんでしたが、代わりにバッタさんを捕まえましたので、素揚げにして食べましょう。
So worm-eating fish are gross, but bugs are okay?
夢の今度は上流の方に金色のカブトムシが飛んでいったぞ。
バッタ、てめえにもう用はねえ。草むらに消えな。
Yeet! The sugar withdrawal must be impairing the young Hinayama's cognitive processes as she rushes off like a salmon swimming
さ
upstream.
て、話の続きだが、友人の話だったか。
I like Goro as a homie character. Okay, can we drop that? Anyway, I'm not sure where to begin, but I decided I might as well just be honest with him and give him a brief explanation of my rental work and what happened the other day.
なるほど。思った以上に面白いことになってるじゃないか。
Put yourself in my shoes for a second. It's 100% about money for me, you know? So how'd things end up like this?
恋するのにそう大層な理由はいらないからな。因果関係なんて考えるだけ無駄だぞ。
What, are you some sort of romance master? Let me call you master from now on.
聞きたくもない愚痴のようなのろけ話を何度も聞かされていたら、誰だってわかるようになるさ。
The elder Hinayama looks off into the distance. As one guy in my class is in the same position as him, but what puts me off about that guy is how he looks so disinterested in the unwashed masses. So what's your opinion, master?
師範じゃなくて、いい加減ちゃんと名前で呼んでくれ。俺は五郎だ。どうせ覚えてないだろうから、もう一度言っておくぞ。俺も呼び捨てで呼ぶからな、ユキ。
Why do you have to get buddy-buddy now of all times? That's gross.
親密でもない相手に話すことでもないだろう。
The truth hurts and you're coming out swinging today. It's the weekend and I just got over a cold. Why am I stuck having kai talk with Goros? For some reason I feel indebted to those two. Okay, no, really, but I feel something and it's hard to describe what. I just can't figure out how to shake this ambiguous feeling and it's stressing me out. How do I even face them the next time I see them?
いつも通りでいいんじゃないか？
I mean, he said it out loud, but Goro answers anyway.
いつも通りにしようとしたって、どうせうまくいかないからな。細かいことを考えるだけ無駄だ。
What are you? What? Are you a virgin?
お兄ちゃんは童貞さんですが何か？
Why are you mad? Do you even know what a virgin is, little missy?
知りません。知りませんが、大方どうしようもない底辺の略だろうと踏んでいます。
So you're just making it up as you go, huh?
なら俺は童貞じゃないだろう。
確かに、さすが我がお兄ちゃん、目の付けどころが違いますね。そんなことより、ほら、見てください。黄金のカブトムシ捕まえちゃいました。素揚げにして食べましょう。
Golden rhinoceros beetle?
夢の、お前は一体どこまで行ってたんだ？
Anyways, looks like she's too hungry to think, so I gave her some chocolate. So, what do you think I should do from now on?
冷静に考えて、 同時に2人の女子から告られるなんて普通に羨ましいだけだから、もっと悩んで苦しんで勝手に青春してろよバカ野郎。
I must admit, you've got a point.
ではお兄ちゃんの代わりにチョコの糖分で大復活を果たしたこの私からの一言アドバイスを。
Well, it's just one word. If it's just one word, then fine, I'll hear it.
やらない後悔よりやる後悔。恋愛とはつまり行動あるのみです。
Huh. I know what you said is proper advice, but it sounds dirty when you put it like that.
それはお前の心が汚れているだけだ。
Tenma's pretty much doing the same thing the young Hinayama's suggesting, so she's probably got a point. But what sets me apart from Tenma is that she's got a clear goal. What am I supposed to do now? Someone who's only ever lived for Tsuki's sake, I honestly don't know.
はは。
Goro wants to be
ママ
selfless
ち
and
ゃんちょっ
harmless.
と焼けた？こんなクソ天気のいい日ばっかりなのに、ちょっとやそっとも焼けないあんたらの方がおかしいんだよ。さっきは UV カット日焼け対策完璧だからね。
It's kind of a waste. A little bit of tan is pretty fucking hot.
私は赤くなっちゃうタイプだから結構気遣ってる。おいおい、それじゃあまるで私がスキンケアをしない非女子みたいな感じになっちゃわない？焼けろ。真っ黒でも真っ赤でもいいから今すぐ外に出て焼けろ。めちゃくちゃ言うわね。いつも男絡みでめちゃくちゃ言ってる先には言われたくないね。それで夏休みも後半戦だけど。男？今はもうそういう時代じゃないのよ。ハマちゃんがとうとうおかしくなった？日光浴びないから枯れたんじゃないの？あんたたち、私を何だと思ってるの？
Uh-oh.
常に男を求めないと死んでしまうマグロ女。それだと違う意味に聞こえるでしょ。さっきはこれでも結構敏感なんだからね。大声で言うことじゃないと思う。登校日の朝っぱらからワイダンはよせやい。盛り上がりに欠ける。普段からさっきたちがワイダンで盛り上がってるかのように言うのやめ。さっき今週は清楚でおしとやかなイメージで行こうと思ってるのに。週替わりなんだ。もう失敗してる気がするけど。はあ、彼氏持ちは余裕があって羨ましいでガンス。ふんが羨ましいか。何？とうとうセミちゃんにも悩める倦怠期が来ちゃったけ？違うってば。でもちょっと。セミちゃん、いいかい？男のことで悩めるなんて、それは大層贅沢なことなんだよ。その幸せをかみしめながら、ブーケトスはどうかこの先に。結婚式に呼ばれた独身女かよ。てか何年後の話してるんだよ。
Today is a summer training day, so I reluctantly came to school, but I'm already at my wit's end. Normally I'd just ask Amy to get her butt off my desk, but after what's happened, I'm not sure I can just casually speak to her.
にゅふふ。新海くんもしかしなくても困ってる？
If I said I was at my wit's end and asked for help, you'd demand a price I wouldn't even be able to pay. I wouldn't be able to pay even if I pawned off my family heirlooms, wouldn't you?
もう、私を何だと思ってるの？言っておくけど、お金になんて困ってないんだからね。
At the entrance to the classroom, Tenma slips in and whispers to me like she usually does. It's kind of an anticlimax, but it's an unexpected return to normalcy.
おはよう。何の話？おはよう、スミ。何？今日遅かったじゃん。いやー、休みに慣れてしまって、危うく学校へ行きたくないでござる病を発症しかけちゃいました。私のスミがプチ不良に。のん。そういうのは最近は不良じゃなくてちょい悪って言うんだよ。優等生ちゃんが何言ってるのよ。そういうことはちゃんと遅刻してから言いなさいよね。エミちゃんもおはよう。おはよう。早速だけど、みんなでおジョンベ行かない？唐突なツレションの誘いやめなさいよ。行くけどさ。
And thus Tenma takes girls out of the classroom. The moment she passes through the door, Tenma looks me in the eye and silently news. It's as gross as ever, but at least I can relax now. Graduate in half a year. Well, let me catch on to me before that. It's not like it'll be that big a deal if she finds out, but it's easier on me if she doesn't. So for now, I'll keep hiding my identity behind these bangs. Casually plop onto my desk only to notice it's been warmed by Emi's ass. Unaware of it, I can't help but jump back, feeling like some kind of pervert. Damn it, Emi. Can't even enjoy the gloomy loner signature move of sleeping face down on the desk.
ようやく終わった。受験生だからって朝から夕方まで勉強とか限度ってものがあるでしょ。その分私ら家で勉強しないんだからトントンじゃないの？この後だって遊びに行くんだし。カラオケ行こう。今日はパーッと歌って発散したい気分なの。いいけどセミちゃん、ちゃんとマイク回してよ。いつも気づいたら連チャンで歌ってるんだもん。スミはカラオケ行くよね、最高。ごめんよ。今日これからちょっと野暮用があって。遅れちゃうけど、後から合流するね。そっか。スミは私と遊ぶより、野暮用とやらの方が大切なんだ。そっかそっか。すぐ行くからどうかこらえてくれよ、マイフレンド。私、友達止まりじゃ満足できないの。何めんどくさい女になってるのよ。まあ、いつものことだけど、さっさと行かないと料金高くなるでしょ。まったく、しょうがねえな。なんでさっきがダダこねたみたいになってるの？セミちゃんもなんか言ってやってよ。セミちゃん？うん。ハマちゃんが悪い。もしかしてスミ、これからユキと会ったりしないよね。
It's been days since things settled down, and I haven't seen Yuki since then either. It used to feel like I'd see his face every day, but now I realize that unless I pay up, I only get to see him on days when our shifts line up at work. I was thinking Sumi wasn't the same boat as me, but it wouldn't be strange if she was seeing him without me knowing it. Can't help but feel uneasy when I think about it.
かといって、用もないのにユキに会いに行くのもむっちゃ好きみたいで嫌だし。やっぱり、ユキと会うにはお金払うしかないの？エミが完全に上の空だ。カラオケ行きたがってるあたり、ストレスでも溜まってんのかな？体動かし足りないんじゃないの？部活やってた頃はこんなことなかったし。ほら、セミちゃん行くよ。起きて。私たち、またあのステージで一緒に歌うんじゃなかったの？いや、何のステージだよ、アイドルかよ。あ、そうだった。私は3人ユニットのアイドル歌手。そう。ユニット名は、三つ葉のクローバー。うっかり洗脳に成功してるんじゃないよ。エミ、目を覚まして。
For a second there, I could see myself singing on stage under blazing spotlights as the crowd goes wild, and I wiped the sweat from my brow with my concert t-shirt.
何？スミのあの顔。エミちゃんの言葉まるっとお見通しだよと言わんばかりに。
I hate how I'm in no position to just corner Sumi and interrogate her on the spot. Crap, I fell asleep. I fell fast asleep since training was so long, and I didn't get enough sleep this morning. When I lift my face off my desk, I see that most of my classmates have already left the classroom and headed home.
Ohayo.
What's with you? She's no longer trying to be sneaky. She's boldly straddling the chair in front of me, facing backwards and staring at me right in the face.
なんだとは何かね、なんだとは。それが、新海くんが居眠りしたまま教室に一人ぼっちで取り残されたらかわいそうだと思って見守っていてあげた私に対する態度かね。
I don't need your help, and I didn't ask for it either.
ゆふふ、よかった。風邪はすっかり良くなったんだね。いつもの新海くんだ。
Tenma looks at me cheerfully without a glint of disgust on her face. Now that I know how she feels, I can't let myself get thrown off by something this trivial. I'll never survive. So what do you need?
ゆふふ。さて、一体何でしょう。
No, see you late. I get out of my seat and try to head home, but Tenma grabs my hand immediately.
逃がすと思った？
You think you can hold me down with those frail arms of yours? You're not Emmy, you know.
でも、そんな乱暴なこと、新海くんはしないもんね。 そんなことより今の、エミちゃんになら引き止められてもいいみたいに聞こえて、とても腹が立ちました。ご立腹です。
Don't pitch me, don't pitch me, that hurts!
じゃあ、お詫びとして、一緒に帰ろう。
To make it up to me? We're gonna say that regardless, weren't you?
わかってるなら、黙って隣に並んで手をつないでよ。そういうとこは気が利かないよね、新海くん。
Why should I have to be that considerate? And why should I have to be that considerate?
私は新海くんの彼女さん候補なんだから、優しくしておいて損はないと思うよ。
Save it for after the election results come in.
やっぱり、エミちゃんの方がいいっていうの？
That's not what I'm saying. Unless I gotta just say, like, I'm simply not favoring anyone until the decision comes in. Fairness. Because she can't talk against that. She can't argue that. Not really.
困ってる困ってる。
Damn you. It's less tolerable now that I've gotten over my cold, but Tim has got complete control over the pace of the conversation now.
ああ、もう、やっぱり気になってダメ。ごめん、ちょっと待ってて。セミちゃん、どこ行くの？
教室に忘れ物でもしたんじゃないの？
Tap 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 tap.
ちょっとスミ、あんたまたなんか企んでるでしょ。エミちゃん、廊下は全力疾走しちゃダメだって教わらなかったの？
As soon as I see Amy dash into the classroom, I quickly opened my textbook and hid my face behind it. I had completely let my guard down since I thought everyone had left except for 10 men and me.
いいから答えなさい。どうせこの後、私に内緒でユキと会うつもりなんでしょう。ゆふふ。もしそうだとしたら、なーに？どうしてそれをいちいちエミちゃんに教えないといけないの？それは、エミちゃんだって私の知らないところで新海くんと会えばいいじゃんか。それでおあいこでしょ？エミちゃんはバイト先も一緒なんだから。スミだってユキと同じ予備校通ってるんでしょ？条件は同じよ。ちょっと、二人とも何喧嘩してるの？
あれ、スミまだいたんだ。
Once again, Amy makes a blatantly awkward face. Who knows if she can get herself out of this one?
ハマちゃん、モモちゃん、どうして待っててって言ったのに。いや、だってセミちゃん急に教室に戻ってくからどうしたのかなって思って。
そしたらなんかスミと言い合いしてるし。
これは言い合いというか。エミちゃん、なんだかみんな集まっちゃったけど、しょうがないよね。だって私の野暮用、早く済ませちゃわないと待たせちゃうから。
I've been trying to stay incognito, but for whatever reason, Temma then steps up in front of my desk and snatches the textbook I had been using to hide my face.
あれ？誰かいるし。
うん。いつもエミが座ってる席の。
スミ？
For a second, I thought the gig was up, but once I got my bangs down and I'm wearing my uniform, I should still be.
はい。
Before I can react, Temma sweeps back my hair, exposing my face to Emmy and the other girls.
ちょっと何そのイケメン！隠れイケメンクラスメート発見！
エミ？どうしたの？
Oh boy! It's all over now! Even if Emmy doesn't say anything, it's written all over her face.
あなたのことが好きです、新海くん。スミが告白って。
おお、そういうこと？
なんでユキが。私もエミちゃんに内緒にしてることあったから、ちゃんと言っておかなくちゃと思って。
Temma boldly declares without even a hint of flinching. She was plotting this all along, wasn't she? But I guess I can't really blame Tenma. And we're going to find out eventually, and above all else, it's my fault for keeping it secret from Emmy in the first place. Sorry for keeping it secret, but I figured if I had to do it, or I'd complicate things for you too.
もしかして、全部聞かれたの？
Huh?
私がいろいろ、見え張ったとか、全部聞いてたの？
Oh! Well, yeah! Emmy starts slamming her head against the wall as if to induce amnesia. Calm down before you make a hole in the wall.
壁より先に私の頭の心配をしなさいよ！ ユキのホゲホゲホゲ
The fuck is a foobar? The hell is a foobar?
おかしいと思ってたのよ。いくらスミがユキのこと好きだからって卒業してから何年も黙って片思いし続けてるわけないって。まさか私も含めて同じクラスだったとはね。これは一本取られたわ。あははははって何笑ってるのよ。
Ow! Why'd you hit me?
まさか学歴詐称までしてたなんて文科省に言いつけてやるんだから。
It's education.
もうエミちゃん、暴力はダメだよ。これくらいで私のこと動揺させようったって。甘いわスミ。ゆふふ、めっちゃ動揺してるよね。
Motherfucker! No, you don't go all the way to the bottom. Fucker. And I do love accidentally dousing myself in alcohol, except I don't.
Yuki-chan! いや、遅えよ。10店舗ぐらい遅えよ。さっきのアホはいいとして、私たちにも説明が欲しいんだけど。
Emmy's already looking towards me. The whole reason Emmy and I started our fake relationship was because she wanted to show off these two, so she's probably still hoping I can smooth things over somehow. Emmy was embarrassed to admit she was going out with a gloomy guy like me. As long as we're still partners in crime, I figured we should still cover her I should still cover her to the best of my abilities, but...
でもさっきスミがユキのこと好きだって。好きだよ。エミちゃんより好き。ちょっと待って。でもユキはセミちゃんと付き合ってるんじゃないの？それは嘘だよ。ハマちゃんとモモちゃんにエミちゃんが嘘ついてたの。彼氏いるって見え張るために。新海くんはエミちゃんに頼まれて彼氏のふりをしているだけ。だから二人は付き合ってなんかないんだよ。
Since Emmy didn't admit it herself, Tenma relentlessly reveals the truth for her.
そうなの？セミちゃん。ごめん。スミの言ったことは本当のこと。
エミはどうしてそんな嘘ついたの？
だって二人ともモテモテだし、私だけ彼氏どころか告られたことすらないなんて言えなかったの。そっか、そうだったんだ。
Now that Amy's admitted the truth, hopefully that should settle everything.
セミちゃんの嘘つき！ハマちゃん？私たち友達じゃなかったの？それなのにさっきだけ男欲しい欲しいとか言ってバカみたいじゃん。でもハマちゃんの方がずっとモテるし経験豊富だし。
She's also a show off.
もういい。セミちゃんなんて知らない。さっきアイドルなんてやめる。もう一生歌わないんだから。ハマちゃん、ちょっと待って。ハマちゃん。
Emmy runs after me, Emma, leaving me behind in the classroom, dumbfounded. At first, I considered chasing after Emmy, but give up once I realized there's nothing I can do about me, Emma. Kozuki, what are your thoughts about what Amy's done?
私？いや、さすがにクラスメイトだとは思わなくてびっくりしたけど、まあエミらしいかなって。
Is me, Emma, a lost cause?
どうだろうね。さっきも最後意味わからないこと言ってたし、気が動転してるだけで、飯食ってクソして寝たら全部忘れるんじゃないの？
Unlike Miyama, Kozuki seems to be taking things quite well. She's already having a Did you already have a feeling Emmy was pulling something like this?
まあどっちかっていうと、私はエミとサキのことよりもスミ。私という唯一無二の存在がありながら、新海くんのことが好きってどういうことなの？
ももちゃんは2番目で我慢しておくれよ。
どういうことなの、新海くん。
Don't switch defensive to me just because Tenma's a lost cause. Whoops.
でも女の子の一番は変わらず私ってことだから別にいいや。
いいんだ。私は良くないんだけど。
なんで？一人よりもたくさんに愛された方が幸せじゃんか。
だって、新海くんには私だけを好きになってほしいから、私も新海くんだけのものにならないとでしょ？
清廉潔白純真無垢の隅が病んでる。
If anything, that means that she's still pure and proper. The second she accepted two lovers, she wouldn't be pure and proper anymore.
にふふ。これぞ私の真の姿。ちょい悪天魔さんだよ。よろしくね。
私はメンヘラでも一向に構わないよ。チキチキ
メンヘラではないよ。
You do get along so well. I'm happy. I'm so happy for you. May you be forever blessed.
何勝手に帰ろうとしてるの？邪魔者も消えたことだし、今日は一緒に帰ろうって言ったでしょ？
The pest? That's kind of harsh.
エミちゃんにはちょっと意地悪しちゃったけど、いつまでもエミちゃんが新海くんの彼女ってことになってたら、私も正々堂々アタックできないでしょ？
You got a point.
どんだけ新海くんがネクラでも遅かれ早かれバレちゃうことだったんだから。それに、これはエミちゃんにとっても必要なことだよ。
Temma's right. The cat was out of the bag eventually. The cat was gonna get out of the bag eventually, and it's for the best that Emmy doesn't have to show off in front of her friends anymore. In fact, Kozuki seems rather unbothered by the whole thing. Me, on the other hand, you're not right for Mimi, so I'm not so sure. Temma, are you sure you're ready to wage war with Emmy? It looks like you still care about her to me.
ゆふふ。もちろんエミちゃんのことだけ考えてやったわけじゃないからね。
I guess she's expecting something I can't even begin to imagine. Will those two be okay?
まあ、あとはエミ次第でしょ。新海くんが言ってもしょうがないと思うよ。
そうそう。だから今日はゆっくり私と放課後デートしよう。
Hey, I thought we were just going home.
おかしいな。私はエミちゃんと違ってまだお金払った分だけ付き合ってもらってないと思うんだけどな。
You seriously going there? Temma whispers into my ear so that Kozuki can't hear. I revealed that Emmy and I were pretending to go out, but I guess Tenma's not going to expose that Emmy paid money for it. Tenma may still care about Emmy. There's a big difference between getting me to pretend her boyfriend and paying me for it. The latter is way more embarrassing. Guess that's just part of Tenma's badass act.
スミ、ちょい待ち。
何ももちゃん。
ねえ、新海くん。なんかもうカラオケって感じの流れでもないし、スミとじゃなくて私とデートしない？
Yes.
なぬ？思わぬ伏兵が。
I don't understand what you're getting at here.
だってエミの彼氏じゃないなら、要するにフリーなんでしょ？じゃあ別に私がデートに誘ったっていいよね。
今さっき私が告白したばかりなのに？
告白しただけだからセーフ。実は新海くんのことちょっと前から気になってたんだよね。
Kozuki casually hugs my arm as she speaks. I don't know if she's serious or she's just messing with me.
ちょっと新海くん、私というものがあるのに何受け入れてるの？ももちゃんごとき力ずくでぶっ飛ばせるよね。
Didn't you say I'm not the violent type?
おお、あのスミが本気で嫉妬してる。ちょっと感動すら覚えるわ。
ももちゃんも今すぐ離れないと上履きの前後に画鋲刺すよ。
なんだそれ。足裏に違和感あるだけの嫌がらせじゃん。さすが優等生、やることが小さい。
何をやんのかこの野郎。
Yes, scallywag! Temma puffs her cheeks in anger as Kozuki enjoys herself.
捕まえてごらん。行くよ、新海くん。
Huh? Hey, whoa! Kozuki finally lets go of my arm only to grab my hand and rush out of the classroom.
待てー、泥棒猫め。
Temma chases ominously from behind. Wait, do these girls even care about Emmy and Miyama?
ねえ、これとこれなら新海くんはどっちが好み？
I swear to God I remember this background. I swear to God I remember this background. That's a background. hold the fucking phone, hold on. Russell Gould, the fuck? Bagman Rogue. Ah, okay. Anyways. My videos. Ah, it's YouTube Studio. Don't want YouTube Studio. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is going on? Anyways, whoops. Was that in here? Immediately pause it. Just skim the scenes. Not in this one. Yes, I'm doing this right now. You cannot fucking tell me not to. You cannot stop me. Like, I swear I've seen this background before. I don't think it was in here. It might actually be, so I'm just checking just to be sure. However, I don't think it was in Sheena's route, since, you know, I kind of like dropped Sheena's route. Oh yeah, I called that one anime was a mistake. Haha! There it is! Fuck me, I'm good. I did not expect to remember that. I'm kind of proud of myself. I don't know, like, I myself have no idea what like constitutes what I remember, what I don't remember. I guess it's context. I like remember things best when I have like some context thrust in front of me. Anyways. Hey, wait a second. You've suddenly dragged me away without a choice, and now this is what you want me to make. Now this is what you want to make me choose. The chase continues until Tema gets worn out and we lose her. Kozuki then drags me to a shopping mall. Lingerie shop. She's showing me 2 sets of underwear.
なんかエミといいスミといい色気づいてるし、私も一応気合い入れてみようかなって思って。っていうか、てっきりもう観念して付き合ってくれるものだと思ったんだけど。
I thought she was like, which of these two, like, aka, between Hasumi and Emi was his taste. Well, there's something I wanted to ask you about Emi.
新海くんはスミよりエミの方に肩入れするつもりなの?
That's not what I meant. I was just partially to blame for what happened between Emi and Miyama, and it just doesn't sit right with me to leave things strained between them like that.
私相手なんだから、エミのことが心配だって素直に言えばいいのに。新海くんもエミに似て見えっ張りなのかな。
Kozuki picks out underwear as she speaks. Even though I'm with her, I feel really out of place here as a man.
ごめん。もう決めたから。ちょっと待ってて。
Must have already had her mind set to begin with as she quickly heads to the register without waiting for my answer. She knows what she wants, huh?
ここは新海くんのおごりね。
What? I had brought Kozuki to the food court so we could talk, but she suddenly forced a problem on him.
だって一応私も二人に嘘つかれてたわけだから。これでエミの分も含めてチャラにしてあげるけど。どうする？
Fine.
なんでそんな血吐きそうな顔してるの？ウケるんだけど。
I managed to convince myself that it's worth the cost by rationalizing it as a small price to pay for any future relations with Kozuki.
そんだけでご飯足りるの？
Yeah, I've got my little sister to cook for me at home.
へえ、妹もいるんだ。意外。
What do you mean expected?
っていうか、新海くんって本当はぶっきらぼうな喋り方なんだね。今までのは全部演技だったの？
Yep, I'm normally quite gloomy by nature, see? So gloomy you girls never even realized I was your classmate.
思いっきし悪口だけど、あの子本当に君のこと好きなの？
She said it herself several times these past few days.
そっか。スミもようやく吹っ切れたか。
What do you mean?
いや、前にスミと恋話したことがあってね。こっちの話。
So as I can see, Kozuki gets along fairly well with Tenma, so maybe I can ask her things I can't ask Amy about.
ところでさ、はっきり聞いてなかったけど、エミも新海くんのことが好きなんだよね。
Whoops. Yeah, she confessed the same time Tenma did.
マジ？何それ超修羅場じゃん。なんでそんな面白そうな場にこの私がいなかったんだ。ちゃんと呼んでくれないと困るんだけど。
How would I invite you? I don't even have your contact info.
そういやそうだったわ。せっかくだから交換しとこ。
We whip out our phones and trade contact info. That's the first time I've had a real discussion with her, but it's oddly casual. Kozuki might hate me if I said this, but she's pretty laid back and he's as easy to talk to as a guy.
それで結局エミとスミどっちが気になってるの？
What if I said you? As of now, they're both pretty equal.
優柔不断は女の敵。今すぐ決めろ、ふぬけめ。
Tenma said something similar. That's too sudden for me to come to a decision.
まあでもわかるわ。エミもスミも普通に可愛いし、顔じゃ選べないとなると迷っちゃうよね。
Are you assuming I choose by their faces?
おや、もしや体の方に目が行くタイプ？エッチなんだ。
Honestly, God, just say it like if it like honestly, God, just pull the like if we were going by body, I know I know a hot teacher that's currently paying me to play as her paramour, so I obviously choose her. Is there no option to judge by personalities?
でも二人がもし小野の妹子みたいな顔だったら絶対好きになったりしないでしょ？
Oh no, Imoko was a man.
それとも私のことが気になってたり？そいつはちょいと困っちゃうな。
You're awfully self-conscious.
お、これでも私結構モテるんだぞ。その気になれば彼氏ぐらい作れるんだぞ。
Then why haven't you?
今まで本気になれたことないんだよね、私。どうしても遊びの延長というか、友達にしか見れなくて。でも、今日スミのこと見て分かった。多分、あれが私に足りないものなんだって。だってスミ、すごかったでしょ？あれくらい誰かを好きになったこと、私ないもの。きっと、それは新海くんだって同じじゃないの？
I think I get what you're saying. But overwhelmed by Tenma now that she's no longer holding back her feelings. But where does she get all that energy? Is love really all it takes to make someone turn out like Tenma? It's clearly different from the love I have for Tsuki. I've never experienced an emotion like it quite
エ
like
ミだって、最初は確かにぎこちない感じはしたけど、恋人のふりしてたなんて夢にも思わないくらい、恋する乙女の顔してたもの。
I never even noticed.
鈍感なのは罪だぞ。
I heard that girls love bad boys. But I heard that girls love bad
最
boys.
低。
No, Kozuki's just teasing me, but Amy and Tenma know better than anyone how bad my personality truly is.
結局、こんな時間まで付き合ってもらっちゃったけど、急に後が怖くなってきた。隅に詫び入れとこ。
Kozuki and I have some silly small talk after that, but we get back to the station, it's already late. Don't get into a fight with her, okay?
エミとサキのだって喧嘩とは違くない？まあ、サキのことは私に任せるとして、エミのことは新海くんがフォローしてやって。と、なんで俺がとか分かりきったこと聞かないでよ。
I know.
よろしい。ま、さっきも言ったけど、サキのことはそんな気にしなくていいし、これからはエミとスミのことで相談あったら気軽に連絡してくれい。
Why should I go to you for advice?
あれ、そんなこと言っていいのかな？ あの二人に一番近しい存在であるこの私の助けを借りたくなる時が絶対来ると思うんだけどな。
Some just tells me you'll demand something in return.
鋭い。
Kozuki casually steps up to me and looks at me slightly due to our height difference.
また私とデートしようね。
Hold up, this wasn't a date, you know, it doesn't
い
count.
や、男女が二人でどっか出かけたらそりゃもうデートだから。言い訳の余地なく。
Hey, I was with you girls and your broad definitions of dates.
とにかく、私にもワンチャンあるってことで。
さ
だって、エミとスミを虜にしちゃうくらいなんだから、もしかしたらもしかしなくても私もいけるかもしれなくなくない？
Don't just throw your head into the ring like that. You're playing with fire here. I'll be right back. I'm back. Anyways,
そう細かいこと抜きにしても、素の新海くん結構私好みなんだけど。ガサツでサバサバしてて。
you're just dunking at me now, aren't you?
スミも似たようなこと言ってたじゃんか。そういうとこだぞ。
I have no idea what she's getting at, but I'm too dense to even know if Kozuki's serious or just pulling my leg. Enough with the joke, Kozuki.
ももこ。
Huh?
またはももちゃんでもか。
You want me to call you by name?
私もユキって呼ぶから。
What exactly prompted this change?
恋のライバルに参戦表明ってとこかな。
I have my hands full as it is with Emmy and Temba already.
でも、宣言するだけならただでしょ？
Fine, suit yourself.
素直でよろしい。
Congratulations, Momoko. You've won. Honestly, I like just character-wise, I like her more than Emmy and Tenma. Honestly, God, the only character that I don't like her more than right now is Tsubaki. Because honestly, God, I kind of like her as much as I like Tsubaki. I just like this kind of character. Can't help it. Thought to end the Momoko would just calm, collected, and the top of everything.
ああ、私も恋したいな。じゃあね、ユキ。
Yeah. Without giving a damn that she's in public, Momoko says something embarrassing before she disappears past the pet turnstiles. I feel like she's been overpowering me this whole time, but for some odd reason, I don't feel tired at all. Well, there's another person I could turn to for advice besides Goro. I had to pay for her food, but I think everything turned out positive for me in the end.
やっぱりここだと思った。
Sumi manages to find me as I'm doing solo karaoke to vent my stress.
何しに来たのよ。我が恋のライバル。
その様子だと、浜ちゃんとはまだ仲直りできてないの？
すぐ追っかけたんだけど、見つからなくて。チャットも既読スルーだし。っていうか、スミこそ、ここぞとばかりにユキとデートでもするもんだと思ったけど。
私も明日からダイエットがてら体鍛えることにしたよ。
いや、なんでそうなるか全くわからないんだけど。
ねえ、エミちゃん、怒ってないの？私、新海くんがクラスメートだってこと知ってて黙ってたのに。
ああ、うん。私がついてた嘘の方がよっぽどだし。だいたい悪いのは黙ってたユキの方だし、あのネクラッシュ船頭。
今まで気づかなかったエミちゃんもエミちゃんだよ。本当に好きなの？新海くんのことを。
だって意識し始めた頃にはもう夏休み入ってたし、そのうち隙見て前髪切ってやろうと思ってたから、スミに言われなくてもいつか気づいてました。
はいはい、そういうことにしといてあげる。
うん、でも、まさかユキに全部聞かれてたなんて。また私の黒歴史が増えちゃったじゃん。もう見えっぱりやめたい。
それは今更じゃない？
なんだと。
マイクの網網でほっぺた削らないで。
まったく、スミはほんと油断ならないんだから。 さすがにもう隠し玉はないでしょうね。にふふ、どうだろうね。
Honest to God, I kind of honest to God, in a way, I kind of want to go for Saki and Momoko as well because, like, just I don't know why, but the thought of just them constantly trying to duke it out against each other, and then suddenly oh well, he's going out with someone completely different now. What? Like y'all were too focused on fighting each other, so someone else came in and swooped away the victory. The victory. What the fuck? Sumi wasn't kidding when she threw down the gauntlet. She's not holding anything back now, it seems. You think about Yuki, but I've got to settle the problem with Hama-chan too. It's like I'm dancing in the palm of Sumi's hand.
結局は今まで見え張ってきたツケが回ってきただけなんだけど。
And it's for that reason that there's no point in getting mad at Sumi.
ああ、もう今日は歌おう。細かいことは明日考えればいいや。エミちゃんいいの？そんなんで。だってそんなに焦ったってしょうがないでしょ。ユキのこともハマちゃんのことも。幸い今日はスミも隣にいることだし捕まえておけるから。もしかして私自ら軟禁状態に？
I don't know what happened, but it looks like Sumi's prioritized coming over to me over Yuki.
ねえ、スミ茶化してないで。何か私に言いに来たんじゃないの？いろいろあって新海くんに逃げられちゃったから仕方なく様子見に来ただけなんだけど。そうだね。エミちゃんに言っておきたいこともあるよ。何よ。エミちゃん、もうこれで新海くんと恋人のふりする必要はなくなったんだよね。まあ、そうね。肝心の二人にバレちゃったもの。よかった。これで晴れて私も堂々と新海くんにアタックできるよ。そんなの構わずする気だったくせに。
Fuck. Oh, there we go. Actually, no way, that was better. Please go back to what was happening. There we go. Now it's actually the fucking thing is somewhat stable again.
もう一つ大切なことがあってね。エミちゃんまだ気づいてないみたいだから特別に教えてあげる。またそんな敵に塩を送るようなことばかりしてて平気なの？
Sumi's dauntless smile remains undisturbed. She looks right at me as if calling my bluff.
これで新海くんと会う口実なくなっちゃったね。お金払って会う。これがエミちゃんにとって一番簡単に新海くんと会える方法だと思って。どう？ちょいワル天馬さんの予想は見事的中した？
What Sumi said is the one thing I had feared most. Now that I have no reason to pretend he's my boyfriend, I've obviously lost one of my most important connections with Yuki.
これからはちゃんと素直に会いたいって言わないとね。見えっぱりなエミちゃんにはさぞかしハードルが高いことだろうけど。その分私もユキと教室で会えるようになったんだから、トントンよトントン。登校日だってもうそんなにないのに？言っておくけど私夏休みが終わるまでには決着つける気だからね。私だって負けないから。
Got no choice to bluff you. Just no choice to bluff you.
私も絶対に負けないから。
And with that, Sumi exits the room, leaving me dumbfounded. Finally let go of the mic and place it on the table as I sit down on the slightly firm
何や
sofa.
ってるんだろう。
Nothing good has happened today. Things have gotten dicey between me and Ama, and Sumi overpowered me the whole time. Still tons of things I still want to say to Yuki. There's neither time nor place to be venting my stress. Need to take initiative just like Sumi.
よし、決めた。それでも私はやっぱり歌う。だってアイドルだもん。兄様、珍しいですね。制服姿のまま帰ってくるなんて。
Well, I've been through a lot today.
最近の兄様はいろいろないことの方が珍しいじゃないですか。
I sure have. But in any case, sipping Tsuki's warm miso soup calms my heart. This little sister of mine waits for me even this late at night. She's irreplaceable.
誰でしょうか、こんな夜遅くに。
Sit tight, Tsuki, I'll go check. When the bell suddenly rings as if to interrupt our peaceful time, Tsuki starts getting out of her seat, but I stop her. Only an acquaintance or a criminal would visit us late at night, so either way, I should be the one to go check. Got 2 main suspects on my mind, so open the door without hesitation.
来ちゃったえへへ。
Show off shows her ugly mug and puts her hands together pleadingly, so I quickly shut the door and lock it.
ちょっとなんで閉めるのよ。
What you come here for, dumbass? Do you realize how late it is?
その、やけになって人からしてたら、終電なくなっちゃってあははだから止めてほしいなって。
Good luck walking home, you know you can do it.
体力方面での信頼なんていらないからお願い開けてよ。
兄様、近所迷惑になりますから。
Tsuki, sometimes you need to be firm with people. If I just let her visit unannounced willy-nilly like this, she'll probably take that as an open invitation to settle in like she owns the place.
もう本当はユキに会いたくなっただけなの。会いたくて震えて仕方なかったの。だから開けて。
How could you say something so embarrassing so loudly?
なら早く開けなさいよ。私だって恥ずかしかったんだから。
And I reluctantly open the door. Amy blushes and glares at me. What, so it's my fault?
そうじゃないけど素直に言ったんだからちょっと褒めてよ。
Came here with a prepared excuse just so you could show off. It's hard to call that progress.
なんて辛口。ユキなんか一生風邪ひいてればよかったのに。
玄関で血は喧嘩してないで早く入ってきてください。
血は喧嘩じゃないから。
It's not a lover's... it ain't a lover's quarrel.
はいはい。
Tsuki must be getting used to these sudden visits, as she just gives Amy an exasperated look as she puts on slippers for her. Puts out slippers for her. I didn't expect you to come here before 10, I'm honestly surprised.
そうでしょ。だって隅に負けてばっかりいられないから。それに
Besides, what?
ユキに会いたくなったっていうのは本当の本当だし。なんとか言いなさいよ。
What's wrong, Amy? Do you have a fever? You're being way too honest for a show-off.
そう本気で心配されると腹立つ。
Has he had a change of heart or something? He seems somewhat off today. Oh, it's an awfully cute young little sister of mine. Don't worry about Amy. Go to sleep already.
ごめんね月ちゃん。変な時間に来ちゃって。私のことは気にしなくていいから。
すみません。ではお言葉に甘えて。兄様、お皿は明日起きたら片付けますのでお水につけておいてください。
I can just do them myself.
わかりました。おやすみなさい、兄様。エミさん。
おやすみ月ちゃん。
Her eyes half shut, Tsuki walks back to her room, leaving just me and Amy in the quiet living room. So, I get what you wanted to see me, but do you seriously plan on staying the night?
だって終電なくなっちゃったし。
But what are you gonna tell your parents? Are you using them as an alibi again?
あ、しまった。
As short-sighted as ever, I see.
無断外泊がなんぼのもんじゃい。
If anything happens, it's gonna be me paying the price, you know.
ズビバゼン。
She came here out of pure impulse alone, meaning she's still the same old Emmy after all. Well, I doubt Tema predicted you'd come here today, so just go ahead and use her as an alibi.
ユキ天才。さっき隅にあったんだけど、今日のことで私が落ち込んでると思って油断してるからいけるはず。
Just don't blame me if you get found out.
そこはかばってよ。
Despite her groaning, Emmy contacts her family with her phone, but only by chat today. Meanwhile, I head to the kitchen to start doing the dishes, but Emmy comes up next to me soon enough. What, are you gonna do the dishes?
まあね、宿泊代として。
Thanks, but I'd rather have the money than the help.
言うと思った。
Feels weird that this sort of exchange has almost become a routine for us.
ねえ、ユキ。これからもこうやって会いに来てもいい？
Emi asks in an abruptly meek voice. What happened? You're kinda gross on me.
気色悪いとは何よ。だって、もうユキに彼氏のふりしてもらう必要なくなっちゃったし。でも、ユキはこれまでみたいにお金払わないと会ってくれないのかなって。
Seriously, what do you think I am?
ネクラ、主戦度、シスコン。
I can kick you out onto the balcony if that's what you want.
何よ。最初会った時なんか、プライベートお断りみたいな感じでツンツンしてたくせに。
You're the Tunsun one. Why are you laughing all of a sudden? Emotional instability?
だって、あの時のこと思い出したら、ユキとこうしているのがおかしくなっちゃって。
Emi holds her sides and bends over laughing. Okay, you can stop that anytime you want.
それじゃあ、ユキはこれからも、私が会いたいって言ったら、会ってくれる？
Yeah, of
よ
course.
かった。
As long as you pay me.
ちょっと！せっかく私の好感度上がってるのに余計なこと言わないでよ！
It's asked to have 5 faction points with you, so I lowered them.
なんで落とすの？なんで落とすの！
Oh, quit resorting to violence whenever things don't go your way! You have progressed beyond the need for violent heroine!
ユキが意地悪なこと言うからじゃん。もう、素直じゃないのはユキだって同じなんだからね。
Don't drag me down to your level, you show off.
二人とも、うるさいです。
ごめんなさい！
Severely displeased, Tsuki cracks open the door and glares at us.
ユキのせいで怒られちゃったじゃないの。
As if it was my fault you're the one who's loud all the time, reeling in a little one.
誰の声がバカでかいですって！
We're just told off for being loud, so we continue to argue while whispering.
ねえ、ユキ。寝る時でいいからなんか服貸して。制服シワになっちゃう。
Once we're tired of sleeping, we sit on the sofa at a slight distance for a while before Amy eventually speaks up. What, you didn't bring a change of clothes today?
罪じゃないんだから、ただの登校日にまで持ち歩かないってば。
I see. I've still got the men's underwear you washed and added back to me after that, if that works for you.
パンツはいいから！っていうかなんで取っておいてるの？変態！
You're gonna call me a pervert for if you're gonna call me a pervert for having them, then why'd you give them back to me?
返した後、こっそり履いてみたりしてないでしょうね。
What would I possibly have to gain from that?
ユキは一度私が履いたパンツに興味がないって言うの？
What? Oh, what about you? Are you interested in underwear? I've worn before, huh?
ないけど。
Hold up, what was that? Hesitant pause. Because it sounds like you're at least a little interested, and that's concerning.
ないって言ってるのに！
Not so loud, you wake up Tsuki again.
誰が出させてると思ってるのよ。まったく。
It's just me, or have things between us not really changed that much since before she confessed.
声枯れそう。飲み物っと。
Don't just rummage through
気
my
遣ってるのか。
Don't just rummage through my fridge without asking or drink some lukewarm water if you don't, so you don't lower
こ
your
の前
body
ユキが風邪
temperature.
ひいてる時、私が買ってきたの残ってるし。気遣ってるのか、意地悪言ってるのか、どっちかはっきりしてよ。あ、この前ユキが風邪ひいてる時、私が買ってきたの残ってるじゃん。もうほらいい。
Fun fact, actually, I recently created a D&D character for a session, for a campaign that I'm going to be part of. Won't be recording that one because it's like with a bunch of people that like not from the Discord. Like a bunch of them are like my brother's friends. And basically, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna be like the last to make my character because I have like 3 separate ideas for like 3 different roles. So I can just adjust myself to fit the role that's still missing in the party. But I ended up actually being the first one to create my character because I was the first one who had time. But yeah, and one of the... I ended up making a Tabaxi Warlock for a homebrew class. If I have subclass, I mean. But one of the one of the plans I had was a rogue who was cursed by a warlock. He pickpocketed. So now he was cursed to always feel like the incredible urge to yell yoink whenever he tried to steal something. Because the DM wants us to have like 2 like faults and 2 like fortes, basically. And one of the faults was gonna be like, yes, has to yell yoink loudly whenever he tries to steal something. And I would have actually made that like a proper game mechanic. Like, whenever he steals something, I have to like roll a wisdom save or yell that. You bought it with my money.
はい、飲み物代。さっきから金うるさい。ちょっとお黙りなさい。いや、本当に黙らなくてもいいんだけど。
If I can't speak honestly about money, I'd rather not speak at all.
前から思ってたけど、ユキってお金払えば何でもやってくれるの？
Depends, what are we talking specifically?
その、本当に付き合ってくれたりとか。
Now, I'm not one to talk, but would you really be satisfied by that?
例えばの話なんだから真に受けないでよ。
Well, if it were you, I wouldn't say it's out of consideration, depending on the price.
そっか。なんだか素直に喜べないけど。
If that doesn't make you happy, then I'm not sure what will, since I'm out of my element here.
じゃあ、もしスミが相手なら？
No comment.
そこは私だけって言っておきなさいよ。今はスミいないんだから。もっとサービスして。
Emmy, after a good night's sleep, you're gonna wake up and suddenly regret saying that, you know.
だって、せっかくスミのことを出し抜けたチャンスなんだから、しっかりユキポイント稼いでおかないと。
Yuki point sounds like some kind of like sketchy point system at a fucking supermarket. Don't just establish a waypoint system without permission. It's already past 2 a.m. and she's still doing fine. Shouldn't you get to sleep already? You've got a shift at noon, don't you?
なんでユキが私のシフト覚えてるの？もしかして私のこと好きなん？
Don't misinterpret things for your own convenience. It's just because I've got the same shift.
だから、そこは好きって言っておけばいいじゃん。ユキの見えっぱり。
Ain't that lacking in self-awareness?
ねえ、ユキどうしよう。さすがにそろそろ恥ずかしくなってきた。
It's because you've been pushing yourself, isn't it? Go get some rest
こ
already.
うやって真似してみると、改めてスミってすごいんだって思う。
Whoops. Because you and Tem are 2 different people.
じゃあ、私のいいところって何だと思う？
Your unexpected integrity.
何それ？
Despite being a show-off, you're always genuine when expressing gratitude.
もしかして、褒めてくれてる？
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Emmy bashfully smiles in satisfaction without talking back at me. She's no longer even trying to hide the fact she likes me, and it's throwing me off.
ねえ、ユキ。さすがに眠くなってきちゃったから、この前デートした時の帰りみたいにしてもいい？
We did on the way. Before I can finish, Emmy sits right beside me and leans against my shoulder.
ちょっと暑いんだけど。
But the AC's on. Try to keep my cool, but Emmy's so close I can smell her scent. When I look down, I can see the top of Emmy's head and the tip of her nose. Can't move a muscle.
このまま寝ちゃってもいい？
I'd like to see you try.
じゃあ、どっちが先に眠れるか競争してみる？
You've clearly got the advantageous position, though.
ユキは男の子なんだから、ハンデ。
What's that supposed to mean?
なんだろうね。
Once Silent returns to the room, I can faintly hear Emmy's breathing mixed in with the ticking of the clock and the whirring of the AC. I feel my subconscious fading, not due to sleepiness, but because Emmy's warmth and scent are so intoxicating. Why am I just accepting Emmy's presence here, though she's not paying me? I just don't know anymore. I'm kind of sweaty.
それ、今日一番言わなくてもいいこと。
I was on the verge of either actually falling asleep or harboring some negative emotion towards Emmy, so I speak up. Go ahead and take a bath before you go to sleep.
うん、ありがとう。
でも、もうちょっとだけ。このまま。
Amy stirs a bit before leaning against my shoulder again.
勇気の匂いフェチ。
Have some shame.
今、お風呂入ったら確定でのぼせちゃうと思う。
I see.
勇気も今照れたでしょ。
Amy looks right up at me. Let's just leave it at that for now.
何それ。
Can't help but find Amy oddly cute right now. Her body warmth is so comfortable, I almost find myself falling asleep too. Amy? Hey, you fell asleep way too fast. I guess Amy's just that tired. A little bad waking her up, but I can't let her sleep in her uniform without taking a bath. Hey, wake up. Try gently shaking her by the shoulders, but she just groans without a sign of waking up. If you're that defenseless, I might pounce on you, you know.
やってみしゃい。
That was a joke. Don't literally ask for it. No, she was just talking to sleep, but I whispered back in response anyway. I'll just let her sleep for a little bit longer like this, like she asked. Yeah, and I fell asleep too.
これは、エミちゃんが抜け駆けしている予感。
Ten Mahasumi's arrival who's sensitive, I fucking did.
ねえ、お兄ちゃん。なんでそんな死ぬほど眠たそうな顔してるの？珍しいわね。
Adult circumstances, young lady.
誰が小娘よ！
そうですよ。ちなつちゃん、おっぱいだけは一発のレディーじゃないですか。
あんたも人の胸指さして、なんてこと言ってるのよ！
Not only was I kept up late last night, Emmy woke up before I did and went on an embarrassing rampage, so I wasn't able to sleep well.
にゅーるるる。
What are you waiting for a chance to roast me?
これは、深いいぶかしみを表現しているんだよ。
Are you jealous just because I was talking to younger girls? Tenma casually sits next to me today like always, and she's been staring at me with a strange look on her face.
さすがにあれくらいじゃ嫉妬したりしないよ。それよりも、エミちゃんがこの私より先に、新海くんにちょっかい出してないか心配してるだけ。
Maybe he has, maybe he hasn't. Why don't you ask her yourself?
やっぱり何かあったんだ。
It's not good to jump to conclusions without evidence, you know.
新海くん、いつもより機嫌いいくせに。
Hey, girls, do I look like I'm in a good mood to you?
そんなことわざわざ私に聞いてくるあたり、いいんじゃないの？
はい。ブラザーはご機嫌だと露骨に口数増えますから、とってもわかりやすいです。
Seriously? First time I know China's and even the younger Hinayama. Now, and even the younger Hinayama can see right through me.
エミちゃんばっかりずるいから、予備校の後付き合ってほしいな。まだお友達代の分残ってるよね。
Fine with me as long as it's as friends, of course, but just a little bit since I've got work after this.
すぐに私のこと、ハニーって呼ばせてやるんだから。
何？はすみさん、お兄ちゃんのこと狙ってるの？
鈍感が過ぎますね、ちなつちゃん。ブラザーは絶賛、二股お股フラフラボーイなのですよ。
Oh, you calling a two-time cheating fuckboy! How dare you slander my name!
少し上品に言い直したわね。あなたたち、何を騒いでいるの？
Now's that the lecture's about to start, Tsubaki enters the classroom.
ソラジ先生、ブラザーのブラザーが乙女の間でフラフラチーなのです。
フラフラ、なんて？
Sensei, please don't take this dumbass seriously.
誰がアホですか？ちょいちょい新海くん。
What, if it's something stupid, you can consider our plans today cancelled, okay?
なんだか先生の扱いだけ違う気がするんだけど。もしかして。
It's out of respect since she's older than us, don't read so deeply into it.
怪しい。
This time I have some sort of all-purpose radar attached to her brain. She didn't register Chinatsu or the young Hinayama as threats, but she was able to pinpoint Tsubaki. That's terrifying! I take them to McDonald's after prep school, but as you can see, she's dripping with displeasure.
仮にも告白してきた女の子、高カロリーなポテトとハンバーガーで満足させようってのはどうかと思うよ。
I said I've got work after this, so I don't have much time, remember?
さては新海くん、私のこと超えさせてお腹をなでなでするつもりだね。
I can rub you elsewhere if that rubs you the wrong way.
お尻はエッチすぎるからダメだよ。
What makes you think I'd choose your butt? As always, I have no idea how to gauge Tenma's moral code.
ところで新海くん、私そろそろお返事聞きたいんだけど。
Is this really the atmosphere you want to hear my answer in?
TPO なんて気にしてる場合じゃないんだよ、私は。それとも、新海くんはまだエミちゃんと私、どっちか決められないの？
Sorry, but please just give me some more time.
私じゃ、いや？
If you weren't any good, then I wouldn't need more time, would I?
今ちょっと焦った？ねえ、焦った？
Whichever, man, can I give you a flat out no right here, right now? I can give you a flat out no right here, right now, if you want. One second she's smirking, the next she's sobbing. She's just a roller coaster of emotions, huh?
まったく新海くんはしょうがないんだから。もうちょっとだけ待ってあげるけど、あんまり遅いと、遅っちゃうんだからね。
Then I ought to whack my back at night. Then I ought to watch my back at night, huh? I don't think I'd be able to survive a surprise attack from behind.
そういう意味の遅うじゃないからね。エッチな意味の遅うだからね。
Look, if it's too embarrassing to say, you don't need to correct me, okay?
もしエミちゃんのこと選んだら、刺しちゃうかも。
And suddenly she shoots up in Scott's ranking. Don't force yourself to play under there.
でも、振られたりしたら、本当に私どうなっちゃうかわからないくらい、新海くんのことが好き。
Do you have to say you love me each time we meet up? Is there some sort of quota you have to fulfill or something?
そうやって新海くんが照れ隠しするうちは、言い続けちゃいます。
Tama looks to be satisfied. Just can't get used to this. So I gotta go.
もういっそ、私もあのお店でバイトしよっかな。
You have enough stuff, man. We have enough stuff members, so please don't.
採用前から戦力外通告？言っておくけど、お客さん相手に愛想振りまくだけなら、新海くんよりうまくできるんだからね。
Even when I serve tables with poker face, no one's ever complained.
なんだか新海くん、私がブキッチョさんだと勘違いしてない？こう見えても、大抵のことなら人並みにできるんだよ。
Really now?
決めた！この後お試しバイトさせてもらう。できる女だってところをアピールしておかないと。
You what?
ねえ、ユキ。
What's up, Amy?
何これ？
エミちゃん、人を指さしてこれとはなんだね、これとは。
Tenma is seriously going to ask for trial shift, just like she said she would. Knowing our employer, she'd gladly employ her for the sole reason that she's cute.
そうよ！せっかく私のお店が好きって言ってくれたんだもの。今度テンマちゃんに失礼なこと言ったら私、お酒飲むからね。
Anything but that!
やめてください！
二人とも苦労してるんだね。
Giving Tenma a trial shift is dangerous, but nowhere near as dangerous as giving this woman alcohol. Is it okay if she doesn't have a uniform?
可愛ければ私服でもセーフ！衛生管理ガバガバ！
ちゃんと毎日お洗濯してるから、なんならお店の制服より綺麗だよ。エミちゃんの制服、ちゃんとクリーニングしてるの？汗臭くない？
お手伝いさんにやらせて自分では洗濯しないくせによく言うわ。
ちなみに私の制服は程よくかぐわしい香りがする。お兄ちゃん、せっかくだから嗅いでみる？
While we're at it, no!
ユキは私の汗の匂いの方が好きだものね。よく汗臭いとか言いながら嗅いでくるし。
Hey, don't say we're misleading. Hey, don't say such misleading things.
私も嗅いでもらいたい。
なんだろう、私酔ってないはずなのにこの子たち変なこと言ってる気がする。
Wow, Aki's being actually the straight woman for once. For once, I actually have to agree with you, Aki.
オーナーに変だと思われるなんて相当言っちゃってる。
I'm sure the others feel the same way about
そ
you.
れほどでも。
That wasn't flattering. I feel nothing but dread as Tenma's trial shift begins.
もっとテキパキ動く。ちょっと、テーブルの端にまだ汚れがあるでしょ。丁寧に、だけど素早く。
Emmy's becoming an instructor from hell for some reason.
新海くん、エミちゃんの後輩エビリがひどいよ。
I thought you'd end up in tears, but not this fast.
だってエミちゃんが。
スミがちゃんとやらないからでしょ。
Tenma's getting the work done properly, albeit slowly and with needless distractions like chatting with guests and waving me without any reason.
エミちゃんは心に余裕がなさすぎると思います。お客さんもゆったり穏やかに対応してもらいたいんじゃないの？ほら、にっこり。
相変わらず、愛想だけはいいんだから。
だけとはなんだいだけとは。表情は大事なんだぞ。
いいわ。なら接客テクをユキに判断してもらいましょう。
Me? I should be working too, you know.
Hey,
Emmy hails Aki if she's some big shot at a sushi place.
面白そうだから、ユッキーはお客さん役やりなさい。これは、オーナー命令だぞ。
Speaking of people who should be working. She might be a useless drunk, but she's a useless drunk at the top of the command chain, so I have to oblige.
まずは私からね。5本。いらっしゃいませ、お客様。ご注文はいかがいたしましょうか。
Tenma opens up with a by-the-book greeting with her usual non-newing cheerful sound. Well, what do you recommend, miss?
うわ、今となっては気色悪いだけの爽やかユキだ。久しぶりに見た。
At the peanut gallery, please shut up.
夏野菜のチーズ焼きとチーズインオムライスがおすすめです。
Anything without cheese?
チーズ以外でとなると、私とかどうですか？
かーっと
If I can stop Tenma myself, Emmy shouts from beside me.
もう、何エミちゃん。いいところだったのに。
何さらっとユキのこと誘惑してるのよ。接客に市場挟みすぎ。
お客様一人一人のニーズに合った接客ってやつだよ。
明らかにユキ専用の接客マニュアルじゃないの。好きあらばユキポイント稼ごうとするのやめなさい。
10倍、10倍、ポイント10倍。
何その歌。
What shocks me more than Tenma's song is the realization that both Emmy and Tenma have instituted a shared me point system.
オーナーの評価は？
愛は伝わったかな。でも男の子誘惑するならチラッとスカートまくるか胸元見せるぐらいしないとね。次、瀬川ちゃん行ってみよう。あの酔っ払いの評価はなしで。次は私の番ね。覚悟しなさいよ、ユキ。いらっしゃいませ。お一人様ですか？
いきなりお客さんのことぼっち呼ばわりなんてかわいそう。
事実、ユキはぼっちだからいいでしょ。
お股から涙が出そう。
Forget about me, just keep going already.
こちらメニューとなります。夏季限定のスペシャルメニューもございますので、よろしければご覧ください。
Special menu, huh? What do you recommend from that? Don't stoop down to Hasami's level, please. Miss?
私を召し上がれ。
You too? Why do you have to compete with Tenma for the stupidest rings?
ポイント10倍なんだから、いくら恥ずかしくてもやっとかないと損でしょ。
That vague point system makes no sense. Abolish it immediately.
初々しさは評価したいけど、ちょっとアドリブに弱い嫌いがあるわね。あとひとひねり欲しいわ。
表現が直情的すぎてやや品性に欠け、中途半端さがある。
私はユキにだけ評価してもらいたいんだけど。
Well, Emmy, I think you did well considering what a show-off you are.
本当？ちょっとはドキドキしてくれた？
Nope, not at all.
なんだと？
にゅふふ。今日の勝負はどうやら私の勝ちみたいだね。
I just want to put this out there, but I rate her the same as you.
なんですと？
Emmy and Tenma are both extremely displeased, but this wasn't a contest to see who could make my heart throb, so I have to flunk them.
3番手、泉小夏、行きます。
まさかの資格が参戦。
Ah! I have no idea what I was expecting from Quantity, but it definitely wasn't taking a glass of ice water to the groin. It definitely wasn't taking a glass of ice water to the groin.
申し訳ございません。今すぐ来ますね。さす。
Yeah. You really think you could just make a distraction and touch me down there like that?
どうして女の子にサスサスされておっきしないの？インポ？
Stop suspecting me of erectile dysfunction just because I can't get a rise out of me.
小夏ちゃん、それは反則だよ。
Oh yeah, it's his crotch.
ドキドキさせたら勝ちなんじゃないの？
ドキドキの方向性が違う。
小夏っち、それやるならいきなり吸い付くくらいしないと。ユッキーも濡れちゃったのならシャンパンあるからついでに浴びていって。
I'm gonna go dry my pants and lock this drunkard up.
何よ、私はまだまだ飲めるんだぞ。
I dragged the belligerent drunk into the back room by force.
ねえ、エミちゃん。夜のこのお店、大丈夫なの？
夜は常連さんばっかりだし、みんな見慣れてるから。
ゲロピー処理させられるこっちの身にもなってほしい。
やっぱりバイトはやめておこっと。
The time I go home. By the time I get back to the front, Tim has nowhere to be seen.
最近、夜更かし続きで眠かったみたい。
I see. That's good. That'd be a problem if she missed the last train and wanted to stay over like you did yesterday.
やっぱり迷惑だった？
Yeah, you were. You'll bother Tsuki by dropping in unannounced too, so be sure to contact me ahead of time from now on.
わかった。
It means I'm able to hide a smile of relief on her face. She's been worried about losing her reasons to see me, so even if I don't have it in me to say something, so even I don't have it in me to say something cold to her.
ねえ、ユキ。実は、またちょっとお願いがあって。
You didn't try showing off for something stupid again while I wasn't looking, did you?
今回は違うってば。詳しくは後で話すから。バイト終わったら待ってて。
Okay.
ありがとう、ユキ。
When she sees me reluctantly nod, Amy cheerfully goes back to work. Being soft, but I decided to hear her out since it sounds like it could be a business opportunity.
お兄ちゃん、いつの間にお願いしたらホイホイ言うこと聞くような軟弱男になったの。
So I accept every stupid request, so don't even think of giving me a stupid request of your own, okay?
先手を打たれてしまっては、なすすべもない、おちんぽ。
Seems quite dissatisfied as she gives me one last word before leaving. Word being cocks. I wish she'd stop doing that.
疲れた。
Amy stretches wide. So what's the plan? You want me to do something about Miyama, don't you?
なんでわかったの？
You're a detail-oriented person, so I figured you'd give me a heads up once you made up with Miyama. And since that hasn't happened yet, that can only mean you haven't done it yet.
そのつもりだったんだけど、浜ちゃん、全然連絡返してくれなくて。
So here's the plan. She just gives him a number. What? That's her number. Call her. What? I said call her. But you've been a classmate of ours. You know how thirsty she is. The moment you call, she will immediately be here. Are you sure that won't go could potentially go badly for you? Oh fuck. Yeah, she just hasn't. But maybe she just hasn't noticed. Not a good thing.
ちゃんと既読ついてるから、見てないってことはないはず。
Even though she knows she hasn't gotten a response, Amy peeks at her phone again and sighs. She's still got Tim to worry about, but Miyama's someone Amy went so far as to pay money to show off to. Momoko also asked me to handle Amy, so it's not like I'm completely faultless here.
そこでユキにお願いしたいんだけど、どうにかして、浜ちゃんのこと連れ出してくれない？
Me?
だって、私がいくら誘っても無視されちゃうから。
Then wouldn't it be better to get Tenma or Momoko to do it?
今の隅に頼むのはなんか嫌だし、ももちゃんにもまだちゃんと謝れてないから。
I see.
っていうか今、ももちゃんのこと名前で呼んだ？
Good ear! Don't let it bother you. There's no time for that.
むっちゃ気になるけど、確かにそれどころじゃない！
It's not like I did anything wrong, but luckily for me, Emmy's got no choice but to let it slide.
ハマちゃん、多分ユキが誘ったらホイホイ出てくるはずだから。
I know it's mean to say this, but I bet she'd come running to me if I told her I'd introduce her to a guy. You do have a plan for after I call her out, right?
呼び出してくれさえすれば、あとは私だけでどうにかするから。
Well, in that case, fine.
ありがとう、ユ
I'll do it for just one Hideo.
お金取るの？
Oh, of course I am. While I'm partially to blame for the situation, the root cause was you showing off. What are you saying? You've got a problem with this special discount.
いいえ、ないです。今この場でお支払いさせていただきます。
Tears in her eyes, Emmy hands me a 1,000 yen bill. This exchange has me feeling a little nostalgic somehow.
ちょっとユキ、なんでニヤついてるの？やっぱりただの金の亡者じゃない！最低！
My bad, I didn't mean to smirk. I'm not so cheap, so cheap that I'd grin over 1,000 measly yen. But it'd be much more costly to admit the actual honest reason I did smirk. Are you saying you've got a problem with my face? I can rescind the discount if that's what you...
調子に乗ってすみませんでした！
Very well.
私、ほんとなんでこんなの好きになったんだろう。
Don't ask me. These past few days, Emmy and Tama have both been throwing me off, but now I finally have my
ユ
revenge.
キ、いつなら都合がいい？
If I want to make that, then the sooner the better, right? I'm ready as soon as tomorrow afternoon if that works for you. I don't know if she'll actually respond in the first place, so I'll try contacting her now.
あれ、やっぱりユキ、優しい。
You want me points? Then just leave it at that. I ignore the confused Emmy for a second as I call Miyamo's number that she fortunately gave me without me even wanting it.
もしもし、ユキ、
Yo, you got a sec?
セミちゃんのことなら聞きたくない。
Amy twitches when she hears her name on the speakerphone. Nah, my co-workers are having a mixer tomorrow, but there's not enough people. Want to join for a change of pace?
イグイグ
She's way too easy. Okay, come by the station at noon.
目いっぱいおめかしして、ユッキーのことも狙っちゃうからね。
Okay, sure, bye.
もう切っちゃ
I already said what I needed to say, so I quickly hang up.
なんか今の誘い方だと余計怒らせちゃいそうな気がしてきた。
Well, leave it to me, I'll handle it.
うん。明日はよろしくね。私も今日はもう帰ってよく考えておくから。
Yeah, see you tomorrow. Amy goes home with an anxious look on her face. But she's known me in a way longer than I have. So she's probably better off thinking things out on her own rather than taking any half-assed advice from me. Well, me must sounded like she was in a surprisingly good mood. So I'm sure things will work out. Maybe she'll contact her too, just to be safe.
もう遅いぞ。
As soon as I leave Sunny and Lettuce, I run into Tenma. I thought she had gone home, but she apparently went out of her way to change it to her badass outfit. Tried to ignore her and go home, but she won't leave my side.
何その顔。ずいぶん長いこと待っててあげたんだから、ちょっとは喜んでくれてもよくない？
Nobody asked you to wait.
そうだっけ？
Tenma plays dumb. But I had been expecting something like this from her, so I'm not really that surprised. Did you seriously go out of your way to change clothes?
夜のちょいワル天馬さんの清掃だからね。
Do you always carry it around with you?
その分、今日はお泊まり用のお着替えは持ってないから安心して。
Tenma must have predicted what I was about to say, and maybe she... Because she immediately replies that she isn't thinking of staying over tonight. Fortunately, I'm planning on going home already. Tsuki's waiting for me.
実はもう月ちゃんには、お兄ちゃん借りるね、と連絡済みなのだ。
What?
はい、証拠。
She smugly shows me a chat log with Tsuki. Oh, hold on. Tsuki doesn't even use trendy apps like that.
私とエミちゃんが教えましたが、何か？
When?
新海くんも教えてあげるからやろうよ。
It's not like I don't know how to use chat apps. I just don't like them.
どうせ頻繁に連絡取るような相手がいなかっただけじゃないの？珍しく悲しそうな顔しないでよ。私がフレンドリストの一番目になってあげるから、ね。
I just stand still like... Only wanna beat up Tsuki's list.
月ちゃんの一番目は私だよ。
When I get home, I'm gonna tell her to block you.
新海くん、月ちゃん絡みだと人のこと言えないくらいしょうもないことでムキになるよね。まあ、そんなところも好きなんだけど。
So it's getting pretty late. What's your plan?
ちょっと新海くんに見せたいものがあって。
Like what?
それは見てからのお楽しみ。
Can't be anything good, but still can't say with a straight face that Tenma's got her money's worth for her friendship fee, and she's got Tsuki's advance authorization. So I've got no choice but to go along with her. Take a train, 2 measly stations away. Down.
飲み物とお菓子持ってくるから好きにくつろいでて。
Okay. Can't say I was expecting Tenma to take me to her room. I heard she was a bit of a rich girl, but I've never seen a canopy bed like hers with my own eyes before. It's so foreign to me, I can't help but feel restless now that I've been left alone.
お待たせー。ってどうしたの新海くん。おトイレならあっちだよ。
Just a little restless. It's not like I need to be.
にふふ。女の子のお部屋は初めてかい？そう緊張しなくてもいいんだよ。
No, it's not my first time.
どうせシスコン新海くんのことだから月ちゃんのお部屋でしょ？
No, Liz, don't count.
まさかエミちゃんとそこまで進んでるなんて。
Let me just tell you that it's not Emmy either. I've been to Tsubaki's room a few times for work.
先生美人だもんね。新海くんやっぱり年上のおっぱい大きくて綺麗なお姉さんがいいんだ。かくなる上はコールドスリープ？
You just casually float the idea of freezing me? That's creepy!
あと2、3年待ってくれたら私もいい感じになると思うから。
It's not like I don't like you the way you are now or anything.
でも新海くんどうせ見た目はエミちゃんの方が好みでしょ？スタイルいいし可愛いもんね。
You seem awfully cynical today.
そこは天馬の方が可愛いぞって言ってほしいな。
I thought she was being cynical, but she immediately reveals her true desire. Both you and Amy are pretty cute. That's my opinion, at least.
嬉しいは嬉しいけど、エミちゃんと一緒っていうのが複雑。
You sure are full of complaints, huh?
それはそうと。はい、お菓子食べていいよ。
Tell her to present some presumably handmade, unevenly shaped cookies. To make these herself.
私がお料理できない系女子だと思われたまんまだと困るからね。一生懸命練習しました。なんとかクッキーって言い張れるもの作るのに、朝から予備校に行くまでかかっちゃったけど。
Oh, you did pretty good.
でしょ？恋する乙女のポテンシャルは無限大なのだよ。
I see. Give the proud Tenma a sidelong glance before thoroughly inspecting the cookies.
どうしたの？早く食べてほしいな。ちゃんと自分で味見したから、ゲロまずではないはずだよ。
I was just checking to make sure there's no cursed foreign substances like strands of hair or anything.
新海くん、最近私をヤンデレか何かと勘違いしてない？エミちゃんのアドバイス通り、愛情だけたっぷり込めたから、安心して食べて。
I see, my bad. Well, thanks for the food. Seems like she truly did practice hard to make these, so I should at least save any complaints for after I've had one. I prepare myself and toss Tenma's handmade cookies into my mouth.
どうかな。
Ah, it's perfectly edible.
感想が淡白すぎるよ。それが女の子の手作りお菓子をもらって食べた感想であってはならないと思うよ。
You did your best for me.
うん。新海くんのためだけに頑張った。
Well, I see. Well, thanks. I'm happy. Could bully her, but I'd be afraid of the consequences, and I really am happy, so I try to praise. But then even though it's not something I'm used
あん
to.
まり嬉しいこと言われると、もっと好きになっちゃうよ。
What are you getting embarrassed for? Just you hoo-hoo like you always do.
無理だよ。だって、こんなの。
When you get embarrassed like that, it makes me embarrassed too.
そうだ。結局、新海くんはまだ、エミちゃんのお部屋にお呼ばれされたことはないんだよね。
The mood must have gotten to... The mood must have gotten too unbearable for Tenma as she forcibly changes the subject. Right, I haven't.
やった！これでエミちゃんより一歩リードだぜ。
Don't tell me that's the only reason you brought me all the way here.
もちろん違うよ。今日は手作りお菓子食べてもらいたかったのと、もう一つ。
That she opens her closet that seems bigger than my entire room and brings something out. Is that an album?
ゆふふ。新海くん、これに見覚えない？
It's like an ordinary bulky album. Nope, not at all.
どうせそんなことだろうと思ったよ。
Really predicted my reaction. Tenma opens the album and shows me something. What am I supposed to look at here? The pages all over the place.
卒業アルバムの落書きスペースだよ。ほら、ここ見て。
That's my name, isn't it?
ここまで見せても思い出せないの？これ、新海くんの字なのに。
It is. Look close and sure enough, sloppily scribbled on the corner of the autograph space is my name, written in my
これ
handwriting.
はね、私が卒業式の日、初めて新海くんと話した日に書いてもらったサインだよ。
Graduation? Oh, so that was you. I vaguely remember. I have an excuse to use this one if I don't actually get a CG. By the time Tsuki and I were finally able to live in peace without any adult meddling, Tenma came to visit me on graduation day. Then when I changed schools, Tenma became my classmate and would occasionally talk to me. So, I see, so that was the first time, huh?
覚えていてくれてよかった。これでもし忘れられていたら、私結構ショックだったかも。
Don't blame me, it's your fault for having such a lacking presence.
もし忘れてたら、一生鳥頭って呼んでやるつもりだったんだからね。
And you'd love a man you called Bird Brain for the rest of your life?
新海くんは私に一生好きでいてほしいの？
Please cut it out, this is serious.
ゆふふ。てれてるてれてる。
I'm not shy and I'm not a shy guy. Anyways, did you just want to show me this to jog my memory?
だってまだ私がどうして新海くんのこと好きになったか言ってなかったと思って。エミちゃんには話したんだけどね。
Well, that explains how she came to learn about me, Tsuki, and our family situation. Whoa, wait, you mean you're just a stalker?
もう失敬な。好きな男の子のこと堂々と追っかけるのはストーカーとは言いません。まったく、エミちゃんと同じこと言うんだから。ぶつぶつ。
Tenma grumbles in satisfaction. But is it normal for her to follow me on the way to my next school when we barely even talked? Though I guess I'm not really one to talk since I only chose our school since it's close to home and my grades were only average.
新海くんのこと、ずっと好きだったんだから。だから、私はもう待てそうにないよ。ようやく捕まえた。
Tenma suddenly clings to me and pushes me down. What are you doing?
嫌なら突き飛ばしてもいいんだよ。
Yeet! I lightly push Tenma by the shoulders and get up. For some reason, Tenma rolls backwards and slams her head against the wall. It's gotten into you all of a sudden.
それは私のセリフだよ。普通女の子に押し倒されて、それを押しのける？
Well, the floor hurts my back.
ベッドならいいの？
Yeah, I guess. If you're gonna try to push me down, then use the bed. Now bring it.
どうしてファイティングな構えをしてるの？もう一回押し倒すから、もっと無防備でいてよ。
We're done here, aren't we? Now let me go home before the last train leaves. The clock hanging on the wall is just about to strike midnight. Knowing Tenma, she was probably going to try and stall me with more stupid banter until I missed the last train, leaving me no choice but to spend the night here. Which is why I've been keeping a close eye on the time.
にふふ。残念でした。もう終電はないのだよ。
Huh? No, look, it's still time.
そう思って時計に細工しておいたのさ。
You what?
こちらが正しい現在時刻。
Tenma's phone screen shows me it's about an hour later than I thought.
新海くん、二人でいるとき誰からも連絡来ないから、あんまりスマホ見ることないし、絶対うまくいくと思ってた。
Damn you, you smartphone addicted generation. I was trying to be cautious, but the smug Tenma pulled a fast one on me. Well, I see. Well, I guess I've got no choice.
仕方ないよね。
No choice? But to go hail a taxi and go home later. She and Emmy must really be childhood friends. They've got the same cling of desperation.
タクシーなんてお金もったいないわ。でも、このまま私のお家に泊まればただ、ついでに私と一緒に一晩過ごせてお得。
Well, you're right. Okay, I'll just walk. It's only 2 stations down.
かたくなに帰ろうとしないで。絶対変なことしないから、約束するから。
Anything weird? Like what specifically?
それは、
Despite making occasional sexual passes with me, Tenma's more shy about it than she lets on. That fake badass. Must be enough to get even Tenma to back off. In fact, he's looking down and loosening her grip on my hand.
実は今日、結構勇気出して誘ってるから、できたら泊まっていってほしいです。
I see. Honestly, I'm not sure if I should stay the night at Tenma's house when her parents are gone, when our relationship is still ambiguous. But seeing Tenma like this is really shaking me up. I must have taken my hesitation into consideration when she invited me over today. Well, it's not like this the first night I've spent with you, so it's a little late to complain now.
新海くん大好き。
But that'll use up the rest of your friendship fee, okay?
だって月ちゃんもエミちゃんもいない。本当に二人っきりで一晩過ごせるんだもの。
Just warning you, but seriously, any funny business and I'll punch you in the gut without holding back.
新海くんだってちゃんとお付き合いするまでは私にエッチなことしちゃダメだからね。
That's rich coming from you after you seduced me so brazenly.
どうしても我慢できそうになかったらお腹までは触ってもいいから。
As far as your stomach, starting from where?
新海くんが急にエッチになった気がする。
On second thought, maybe we should just go home.
そのままの君でいて。
A badass wouldn't get embarrassed over something this trivial, you honor student.
でも私と付き合ってくれるのなら何してもいいんだよ。
Even if it involves nose hooks?
どうして鼻フックするならもっと新海くんが珍しく笑ってるのにいじれるほど余裕がない。
Tenma glares at me in frustration.
ねえ、これからどうする
Look, I
の？
don't understand what's supposed to be hot about nose hooks. Like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is wrong with those? What do you do? Sleep, of course.
せっかく二人きりのお泊まりなのにもう寝ちゃうの？
Every time you spent the night at my place, you're asleep before I know it, so it's not like you're one to talk.
でも私にもまだ心の準備というもの。
Huh? Must be some sort of misunderstanding. Tenma lays down on her canopy bed, leaving space on one side.
大丈夫。
Huh? Go ahead and do what?
そんなに私と早く寝たいなんて新海くんって一 一度その気になったら結構積極的なんだね。
No, why are you assuming I'll sleep in your bed? You've got a big house, so you should at least have a guest room or something, right?
そんなものございません。
Liar. Even if you don't have a guest room, you could at least have a spare futon or something, right?
そんなものございませんことよ。
Temma suddenly sounds like a princess as she starts rapidly tapping the bed, beckoning me to lie down. At least let me take a bath first.
そうだね。すっかり忘れてたよ。
Temma gets up, realizing she's still in her badass
せっ
disguise.
かくだから一緒に入ろっか。
I thought you said no naughty stuff.
おう、新海くんのネクラッシュセンドヘリクツシスコン。
That's a mouthful.
お待たせしました。
Temma takes a bath after I do and comes back wearing loungewear. Temma's got her hair down and her cheeks are slightly red, either from the heat or the bath, or from the heat of the moment. Either from the heat of the bath or from the heat of the moment. As for me, I'm borrowing Tenma's dad's sweats, but that's okay. Don't get your hopes up for anything, otherwise you won't be able to sleep.
いいよ。どうせ眠れないから。
It might be better for our mental health if we stay awake and chat until morning.
うん。それでも私は一緒に寝たい。
Seems Tenma still hasn't given up on sleeping with me as she stays sitting upright in her bed waiting for me.
今日でお友達代払った分終わりってことは、もうお願いしたって付き合ってくれるわけじゃないってことだもんね。
Yeah, I guess so. Of course, that doesn't have to be the case if you're willing to pay up again. It's not like I want to say that, but it's the only thing I can say right now.
そうしたいところだけど、私のお小遣いも限られてるからね。いつまでもお金に頼るわけにはいかないよ。
I see.
だから、これが私と新海くん、お友達としての最後の夜になっちゃうね。
Tenma's decision should be a big step forward for her, but she looks somehow lonely.
そして同時に初めての同金となるのだ。にふふ。
Same bed.
まだ付き合ってもない男の子と一緒のベッドに寝る。これぞちょい悪。
It's not the mark of badass. It's not the mark of a badass. It's the mark of a thought. Hey, nobody said we were sleeping in the same bed. Can't get it. Don't glare at me like that. Turn off the lights and slowly get to the bed next to sitting Tenma with a little bit of space between us. Thanks to the wideness of the double bed, we can lie next to each other without feeling too cramped.
寝ないの？
I was gonna ask you the same thing.
お先にどうぞ。
You're way too tense. It's hard to believe you slipped into my bed before.
だって、いつも私が寝てるこのベッドで新海くんが寝るって思うと、それはもう実質セックスだよ。
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that, so hurry up and go to sleep. I lie down and turn my back to Tenma. Though we may be sleeping together, I should still be able to sleep like this.
にふふ。安易に背を向けるとは愚かなり。
Boop. But hey!
にふふ。いかに新海くんとはいえ、これでは逃げられまいよ。
Out of nowhere, as soon as I've got my back towards her, Tenma clings to me from behind. Don't let me plan to sleep in this position. I can't be comfortable.
そう？私は抱き枕みたいでいい感じだよ。ちょっとゴツゴツしてるけど。
You're the one who's putting your weight on me. Put yourself in my shoes.
女の子になんて失礼なことを。不服なら、逆に私が新海くんの抱き枕になってあげてもいいよ。
That'd be problematic in his own way.
じゃあ、おとなしくこのまま私の抱き枕になっておくれ。
Tenma carefully squeezes me even tighter. Bulges on my back and the thighs on my waist. On top of that, she smells fresh from the bath. Can't expect you to sleep like this, it's torture. If you're satisfied, you can let go of me any moment now.
わかった。朝まで離さない。
You gotta cut off circulation when you're hugging me.
大丈夫。きっと男の子の体はそんなにやわじゃないよ。だってこんなにゴツゴツしてるんだもの。
Yeah, I'm one uncomfortable body pillow. Better let go of me before I make your body sore.
今度は私のことも抱いてほしいな。
That sounds dirty.
それは新海くんがエッチだからでしょ。もう
Hey, don't wrap your legs around mine.
抱き枕だもん。腕もこうやってギュッと。
Squeezing your chest against me.
こうしても苦しくないくらいのちょうどいいサイズでよかったと今日初めて思いました。新海くんも大きすぎるよりはいいでしょ。
No, I'm like big.
そんなにエミちゃん父がいいならこのまま首を絞めてやるよ。
Nobody said that. Gemma's breasts are by no means small, so I can clearly feel that presence just by her hugging me from behind like this.
なんだかちょっと熱いね。
In that case, get off me
で
already.
も心地いい暑さだから平気。
I'm not okay though.
冷えてまた風邪ひくよりはいいと思うよ。
Sweating while it's warm cools you down, you know.
ああ言えばこういう女の子に抱きつかれてるんだから素直にドキドキしたらどうだい？
What, you think my heart's
知
pounding?
ってるの？
Close my eyes without answering Timma's question.
私もむっちゃドキドキしてるよ。胸のとこ触ってみる？寝たふり禁止だぞ。
Busted
こ
up.
んな状況なのにもかかわらずすぐ眠られたりしたら私の立場がないからね。
I've got work starting at noon
バイト
tomorrow.
ってレンタルの？
Yep. Called work, but this time the pay is nothing but a drop in the bucket.
そんなこと言ってどうせエミちゃんと会うつもりなんでしょ？
You're seeing me behind her back right now, aren't you?
本当はね、私新海くんにはエミちゃんだけじゃなくて他の女の子とも仲良くしてほしくないんだ。
Barbarian girls are a pain, you know.
だから悪い子になりきれない私は結局ちょい悪で妥協しちゃってるんだ。昨日エミちゃんが私に内緒で新海くんのお家にお泊まりしたことだって知ってるんだよ。
How'd you know?
今日お店で会ったエミちゃんから新海くんちのシャンプーの香りがしました。ギルティー。
You've got a good nose if you can tell that long after she took a bath. Moko did the same thing to Tenma earlier. How can these girls' memories so smelly? You got this hair.
慌てた私はこうして新海くんをお家に誘ったのでした。クッキーは可愛く包装してまた会う時に渡そうと思ってたのに、まったくまったく。
Understand why you'd be upset. Never stop pinching me.
でもエミちゃんも本当に本気なんだって分かった。ちょい悪でいいなんて甘いこと言ってたら新海くんのこと捕まえきれそうにないから覚悟しておいてね、ユキくん。
You were obstinate about not calling me by my first name, so why the sudden change? Just change the subject to avoid directly addressing what Tenma's saying from behind me.
だって下の名前で呼ばれるの好きじゃないんでしょ？
Then I'd appreciate it if you'd refrain from calling me that like you always have.
私くらいだもの名字で呼んでたの。それはそれで特別感あったけどユキくんの方が短くて呼びやすいからこれからは何度も呼べちゃうね。ユキくん、ユキくん、ユキくんくん。
So irritating.
ねえ、ユキくん。お友達時代最後のお願いしてもいい？
That depends on what it is.
私のことハスミって呼んで。
Asumi,
どうして疑問系？
your face and name don't match. You're too firmly associated with Tenma or Sumi in my mind.
だからこれは私からユキくんにあげる初めて。
She usually hugs me tighter.
もう一回今度はちゃんと呼んで。
Asumi,
ゆふ なんだかしっくりこないね。不思議。
What do you prefer Tenma?
ハスミでいいよ。これからずっと。
Forever?
下の名前なら、ユキくんと結婚して名字が変わっちゃっても平気だからね。
Kinda jumped the gun there.
でも私たち、お互いもう結婚できる年なんだよ。だから、全然早くないよ。
It's too early for me since I can't get the approval of my parents. I don't even know if they're dead or alive.
法律上はそうでも、月ちゃんのお許しさえ出れば、結婚したのも同然だと思います。
Despite what you might think, my sister's quite fussy, you know. I don't know if she'd approve of a new woman who's bad at household chores.
月ちゃんの下で花嫁修行させていただきます。
You have to defeat Emmy before that, though.
言っとくけど、最終的に選ぶのはユキくんだからね。私のこと選ばなかったら一生つきまとうから。
And if I do choose you, you'll follow me in the light for the rest of my life. So what's the difference?
だからユキくんにはもう逃げ場なんてないんだよ。
Hasumi tucks me tight from behind, showing no sign of budging. She's putting strength into her arms and legs around me in a show of confidence. It's really making me uneasy. Emmy or Hasumi? Simple as a dilemma to have. But I've got to choose one or the other. It looks like time's running out. You sleep? Instead of an answer, all I hear is her soothing breaths. Good night, Hasumi. I thought I wouldn't be able to sleep, but surprisingly I found my consciousness swiftly drifting away.
これがスタンプというやつですか。
His little sister's better at using popular apps than he is. Is this one of those stamp things? Pop! Well, I'm going home now, okay? Yeah, wake up already. Hasumi's still dozing away in bed. Just woke up, but at this rate, I'm gonna be late for my appointment with Emmy.
もう、ユキくん、もう帰っちゃうの？おはようのイチャイチャタイムは？
It's already past good morning time.
あらまあ、本当だね。
You fell asleep before me, and yet you still overslept.
だって、好きな人と一緒に。私にとっては、この上なく幸せな睡眠時間だったんだよ。
Sounds like your happiness is pretty cheap.
そうだよ。私はユキくんが一緒にいてくれさえすればいい。一緒にいてくれて、それで私のこと好きになってくれたらもっと幸せ。
Well, that request escalated quickly.
にゅふふ。その分リターンも大きいよ。
Wait, I don't have time to chat. Sorry, but I gotta go.
またね。泊まっていってくれてありがとう。
Yeah, later. Sasumi stays seated on the bed. I give her a sidelong glance and hurry off towards the station.
ああ、また逃げられちゃった。
Thought I'd wake him up, but decided against it and ended up just falling back into bed again. Yuki seemed like he wasn't in a real hurry, so what was wrong with me? So was that wrong of me?
でもどうせエミちゃんとの約束だもんね。だってそうじゃなかったらわがまま言ったらもう少しだけ一緒にいてくれるもの。
And after all the effort I took to invite Yuki over and get him to sleep in the same bed as me, too bad. Yuki's a boy, so he could have pounced on me. Said no naughty stuff, but deep down I wanted all the naughty stuff. Wanted me doing so engrossed with me, he'd have no room for anything else in his head. In the end, I hate myself for being too pathetic to take that final step.
いつまでもこんなこと繰り返しているから、エミちゃんにユキくんのこと取られそうになってるのに。
I thought I could stay content with unrequited love forever. Yet I dreamed that one day Yuki would conveniently notice my feelings.
ユキくんの匂いがする。
Yuki's scent and warmth still faintly lingers on the spot where he slept, burning my face into the pillow like a grumbling
しちゃ
child.
おっかな。
I don't think I can go back to sleep at this rate. I can't just get out of bed and let his warmth go to waste. So I've got no choice but to console my pitiful self now that he's gone. Oh no, that was a sex scene. Got to our usual meet-up spot and easily find Amy since she stands out in the crowd, but she looks pouty today. What's wrong? You got something you want to say to me?
5分も遅刻しておいて、何とは何よ。遅れるなら遅れるで電話の一本くらいよこしたらどうなの？
My bad, overslept. Up late at this. Oh, I stayed up late for the second night in a row and rushed back home from Asami's house so I could at least make myself presentable. As a result, I'm late.
ユキ、待ち合わせに遅れたりしたことなかったのに。怪しい。
Amy stares at my face. You're too close.
ごめんってなんで私が謝らなくちゃいけないのよ。
Nobody asked you to.
もう、これからだって言うのに、調子狂っちゃうじゃん。
It's all good. Just shake off the stress.
ハマちゃん、来てくれるかな。
Amy looks anxiously towards the turnstiles. Miya's scheduled to arrive in less than 10 minutes. So, what exactly is the plan today? You did think things through, right?
うん。私は一度隠れるから、ハマちゃんと合流したらここに連れて行ってほしいの。
Amy shows me a map on her
こ
phone.
こなら大声出しても平気だし、逃げられないと思うから。
I see. So, what should I do after I bring Miyama there?
ユキはハマちゃんが逃げちゃわないように入り口塞いでてくれたら、それだけでいい。
Got it. Good. So Amy doesn't expect me to do the persuasion. Well, even so, Amy's not as cheerful as usual. She's casting her gaze down. Guess she's worrying about what'll happen if she can't reconcile with Miyama. Though I think she's worrying a bit too much. Figure I should encourage this show off to the very end today. With that in mind, I lightly slap her ass.
ちょっとユキ、どこ叩いて。
Pull it together, show off. Miyama's gonna know how to react if she sees you like that. Miyama's not gonna know how to react if she sees you like that.
もしかして、元気づけてくれてるの？
As if.
ありがとう、ユキ。
Despite my denial, Amy's usual smile returns to her face in no time. Smile so dazzling I can't help but look away.
なに？照れてるの？
Shut up, Miyama's gonna be here soon, so hide already.
あとはよろしくね。
Looks like she's cheered up at least a little. Amy heads off, leaving me alone to wait for Miyama.
いきなりカラオケの合コンって珍しいね。
It's the middle of the day, but so it's not like it's an after dinner thing.
そっか。他の人たちはまだ来てないんだね。さきとユッキーが一番乗り。
After meeting up with Miyama, I successfully bring her to the karaoke place Amy specified. I'm gonna go get drinks. You want any then?
オレンジジュースで。
Got it, 1 second. Room 12.
わかった。すぐ行くから、もうちょっとだけ引き止めてて。
Yeah, got it. On the way to the drink bar, I contact Amy. Amy's plan is to keep Miyama in one place so they can talk things out. Simple enough. Karaoke room's ideal since you can get away with some noise, but there's only one exit, which can easily be blocked. The rest is up to Amy, but... I decided I should do everything I can and push the call button on my phone once more.
ねえ、ユッキー、まだ来ないの？
Nah, looks like things are a little behind schedule.
もしかして、合コンってのは嘘で、さっきと二人っきりでデートしたかったとか？
Well, you're half right. I did make up the mixer.
そのユキ、堅物かと思いきや意外と大胆。
Miyama freezes mid-merrymaking when she sees Emily walk into the
ご
room.
めん、ハマちゃん。でも、こうでもしないとちゃんと話せないと思って。
二人して、またさっきのこと騙したんだ。
Lean against the door before Miyama can run out.
どいてよ。どうしてユッキーは本当の彼氏でもないくせにセミちゃんの味方するの？
I do believe this is a route choice. Route guide. Why does my toe hurt all of a sudden? What the fuck? Okay, calm Miyama down first is the Saki route. So,
セーブする？
here is for Hasaki's route, here is for Konatsu and Chinotsu's route. Can't remember. I believe in Emmy and stay put, apparently. Right? Believe in Emmy and stay put. Believe in Emmy and stay put. Believe in Emmy and stay put. Because I'm paid to be, it's in the contract.
じゃあさっきもお金払うからどいて。今すぐどいて。
Sorry, but I'm not for hire right now.
いや、ユキ、あんた1000円取ったでしょ。何カッコつけてるの？
Are you really that dense? Forget about me and tell me what you want to say already!
うるさい、うるさい。セミちゃんもユッキーも嫌い。大嫌い。どうせ、本当はさっきのことも嫌いなんでしょ。私みたいなギャルっぽくてうるさい子、嫌いなんでしょ。
嫌いなんかじゃない。ハマちゃんのこと嫌いだったら、今こんな風になんてしてないもん。
じゃあ、どうして彼氏いるなんて嘘なんかついたの？
仲間外れになりたくなかったから。私だけ恋愛経験ないだなんて言ったら、ハマちゃんとモモちゃんの話についてけなくなっちゃうし。
そんなの、わかんないじゃん。
うん。わかんなくて怖かったから、嘘ついた。それはごめん。でも、ユキに高いお金払ってまで彼氏のふりしてもらうくらい、それくらい私は、ハマちゃんと友達のままでいたかったの。
彼氏なんていなくたって、さっきたち友達なのに。
Oh, it's got like just like finally when they make up, Saga's like, wait, hold on, you said like something about paying money. Like how much? Oh, 20,000 per session. She's very diligent with that one, actually. What the fuck?
本当？私、本当は全然モテないし、思ってるほど頭良くないし、運動しかできないけど、それでも友達でいてくれる？
関係ないじゃん。だってセミちゃんはセミちゃんだし。それに。
Hesitating to talk, Miyano clenches and opens her fist before turning back towards Emmy.
さっきもね、実は
Called it.
付き合ったりしたことないの。
何が？
だから、さっきも彼氏いたことなんてないの？
でも、男とっかいひっかいしてるって。
それも全部嘘なの。ほら、さっきこんなだから彼氏いそうって思われて、誰かと付き合ったりとかは全然ないの。まあ、モテるのは本当だけど。
今見え張った！ハマちゃん見え張ったでしょ！
張ってないもん。彼氏いないだけでモテるのは本当のことだもん。セミちゃんになんてわからないもん。
わかるよ！だって私も見えっ張りだもん！
Shocking reveal! There are two show-offs in the room! So basically, Emmy and Miyama were always alike from the start, which is why they're friends.
だから、さっきも嘘ついててごめん。セミちゃん？
私も嘘ついてごめんね。
Why is Momo there? Huh?
そんな泣かれたらさっきも。
なんぞこれ。
Figured Emmy might have been helpless on her own, so I called Momoko here just to be on the safe side. But she only gets here in time to see the two of them bawling their eyes out on the floor. Sorry for calling all the way out here. It's exactly what it looks like.
やっぱり私、いらない子だったみたいだね。
ももちゃん！もう、嘘ついてごめんね！
エミ、鼻水、すごい垂れてる。さっきも。
セミちゃんも、モモちゃんも、ごめんね。
私も、ずっとハマちゃんのこと、やりまくりのクソビッチギャルだと思ってて、ごめんね
チが我に返った。
The fake ass can't guess bitch has come to her senses!
だから誰がビッチよ。そう思われやすいだけだっつってんでしょうが。
エッチ大好き少女ビッチよ。
何踏んでるのよ。言っとくけど、さっきは処女だからね。キスすらしたことないピュアピュアの処女だから。
でも、ハマちゃんからビッチ要素取ったら何が残るの？ハマちゃんはそれでいいの？
確かに。って騙されないわよ。セミちゃんもありのままの私を受け入れてくれるんじゃなかったの？っていうか、今までずっと私のことビッチだと思ってたやつ、他にもいたら手を挙げなさい。あんたのこと言ってるのよ。さっき知ってるんだからね。
さきはどこに向けて発信してるの？あ、ちなみに私も処女だから。
みんなで一斉に何のアピール？
Keep it down, everyone can hear you. After weird virginity confession time is over, Emmy and me I might cool down a bit.
さっきのビッチ要素がどうなろうと、あんたたちが友達でいてくれるなら、それでいいわ。
まったく素直じゃないんだから。
何一人だけ余裕ぶってるのよ。あんただって彼氏いないくせに。
確かに彼氏はいないけど、いたことはあるし。二人と違って告られまくりだし。この中じゃ私が一番モテるのは確定したから。
裏切り者。
小石投げつけてやる。
さっきはいいとして、エミはそこにいるじゃん。この世で最も彼氏に近い男の子。
何そのかっこいい言い方。さっきも超言ってみたい。セミちゃん、ユッキー貸して。
ダメ。ユキは、私のなんだから。
でも、さっきもお金さえ払えば、ユッキーはデートしてくれるんでしょ？
As long as I don't have any prior contracts.
じゃあ私もまたデートしてもらおうかな。
ももちゃんまで？っていうか、またってどういうことなの？またって！
再確認したはずの友情が、まさか一人の男で崩壊するとは。この時誰も思いもしなかったのだった。
そんなこと言いながら、ユキにひっついてないで二人とも離れて！ユキの夏休みはもう私が予約済みなの！
そこでセミちゃんも抱きついてくるくらいしないと、スミに負けちゃうんじゃないの？
スミのことは今関係ないでしょ？
私はエミとスミ、どっちも応援してるから、せいぜい頑張りな。
本当に応援する気あるなら、今すぐユキから離れてよ！
応援はするけど邪魔しないとは言ってない。一応、ユキはまだ誰のものでもないんだし。いつの間に
か名前で呼ぶようになってるし！どういうことなのよ、ユキ！
Hey, don't ask me. It's only been a little more than a month since I started rental work. How did my relationships with those around me change so drastically? While it's a bit of a hassle, I don't hate it. Maybe I've changed too.
待って、ユキ
！Now that the three of them have made up, I figured I should let them have fun today. So I left, but I turned around at the sound of my name to find Emmy chasing after me. What is it, Emmy? You already paid me for today's...
ユキ、ありがとう！好き！大好き！
Hey! For things, Emmy leaps at me.
ユキのおかげでハマちゃんと仲直りできた！本当にありがとう！
You two made up on your own, I didn't do
こっ
anything.
そりももちゃん呼んだりしてくれたのに。
That ended up being unnecessary, didn't it?
だからこれはお礼代わり。に
Huggies! I can't breathe.
ゃーもう、ユキってば大げさなんだから。女の子に抱きつかれたら、もっと喜んだらどうなの？
Wow, I'm like so happy.
すっごい棒読み。
You say it's thanks to me, but you just wanted an excuse to hug me, didn't you?
そうとも言うわ。
And what happened to being a show-off?
だって、ユキにだけは見栄なんて張らなくても平気だもの。私たち、最初からそうだったでしょ？
Have we? You've shown off quite a lot, even though it's just you and me.
でも、これからは好きって言いたくなったらすぐ言うし、伝えることにしたの。ユキ、鈍感だし。
It's kind of embarrassing, you know.
なんとでも言いなさいな。だってこれくらいしなくちゃ、スミには勝てないもの。
Looks like Emmy's cheered up quite a bit. Looks like Amy's gonna get along just fine with me and my Momoko even without putting on an act.
あ、でもももちゃんとデートした話とかは別だからね。次、会う時にゆっくり聞かせてもらうんだから。
Okay, okay.
はいは1回。あ、いけない。そろそろ戻らないとハマちゃんが怒りそう。
Really care for your friends, huh?
ぼっちのユキには言われたくありません。
Hey, one or two friends is all you need.
だけどその分、一人でもかけちゃうのは嫌じゃない？
You might think that, but Hasumi's serious, you know.
わかってるってば。っていうか、いつの間にかスミのことまで名前で呼ぶようになってるし。ほんと、油断も隙もないんだから。
She's smiling now, but as long as I postpone on giving her my answer, there's no way she can rest easy. Regardless of which way my answer goes, prolonging the current stalemate will do nothing but cause undue stress for all those involved.
ユキはさ、私たち、本当にもうこれで偽物の恋人同士で亡くなっちゃったけど、それでも、私のこと選んでくれるよね。今度は、本物の恋人として。ごめん。意地悪なこと聞いちゃった。忘れて。
Say, Amy.
何？ユキ。
Playing lovers with you wasn't bad.
どうしたの？また風邪でもひいた？
I know, honestly, I just didn't feel like making you do all the talking.
そっか。
Short silence spreads between us.
私、戻らなくちゃ。
Yeah.
また、ね。
Amy looks back towards me one last time, but she reluctantly heads back to me on my Momoko. When I think about it, Amy and I have been fighting over stupid stuff ever since we met. So why am I feeling lonely now that she's leaving? Gotta get back and talk with Suki. I've got a little sister. She's precious to me. I seriously thought she was all I needed. And I thought that would never change. But now my mind's full of things other than Suki. And my feelings remain this vague forever. Because even if I've got things besides Suki, Suki's only got me. The girls reaffirmed my feelings for me that night, that fateful night. Reaffirmed their feelings for me that fateful night. That night was not a dream, not an illusion, but reality. So now it's my turn, huh? I remembered the way back home, but I still don't know the way forward.
偽の彼
Is
氏？
that one girl really worse than a fake boyfriend? So in other words, a sex friend. When I get out of the bed, I lay down on my bed and stare at the ceiling.
ユキのことをデートに誘いたいけど、お金がない！
I don't know how to get Yuki's attention, but what I do know is that it sucks not having money. Even if we take the rental service out of the picture. So basically, my problem is that I'm broke.
いや、ユキと会ってからもうずっと金欠なんだけどね。
Obviously, everything I've spent on Yuki, I've made up with work, but I'm still days away from my next payday. Roll around in bed and look at the ceiling again.
ダメ消費者金融に頼るのはまだ年齢的にも早いでしょ。また朝早くにユキの家を押しかけて、ジョギングデートにでも誘おうかな。絶対キレられそうだけど。
I'm worried that Sumi could be hitting on Yuki as I'm daydreaming right now.
なんだろう。
As I'm about to open the chat app to figure out what Sumi's doing, I get a notification on my phone. Get a message from Tsuki.
明日の夜はお暇でしょうか？
Realize that the question is not solely addressed to me, rather it's in a group chat with me, Tsuki, and Sumi.
私は暇だけど、スミは？
月ちゃんのお誘いとあれば、もし暇でなくても、ハセさん汁所存でございまする。ルルルー。
What's with her? She's even more boisterous than usual.
そうですか。実は兄様からのことづてがありまして、
ユキから？
もう一度同じ場所で、今度はその場で答えるとのことです。詳しくは知りませんが、それだけエミさんとハスミさんに伝えてくれと。
まったく、そういう大事なことは自分で伝えなさいよ。
I can't help but grumble. I understand what Yuki's trying to say, but I suppose that's just a mutual understanding we have as members of a modern society.
言っておくが、別々に電話するのが面倒だっただけだからな。他意はないぞ、とのことです。
文句があるなら直接言いなさいよ。
そんなに電話かけてきてほしいのなら、素直にそう言え、このかまってちゃん見えっ張り目、と言っています。
いら。
ブルブル
ちょっとユキ、言いたいことあるなら、って切れたし。
おい、だからって人がせっかく履歴の残るチャットで伝えようとしているのに電話をかけてくるな。だそうです。
せめてそんぐらい口で言ってから切りなさいよ。
It's getting real stupid real fast. Come to think of it, this could very possibly be the first time Yuki's ever contacted me, but it doesn't make me happy at all.
そういや、スミが静かね。
ブルブル
何エミちゃん。私今ちょっとお外だから。
Why does she sound like sound a little brat?
あんた、今どこにいるの？いや、どこ行くつもりなの？
さて、どこでしょう。
Panicking, I hang up the phone and run out of my room without changing. Hey, Emmy, why do you think you're going in the middle of the night?
男のところ！
Okay, to Sumi's place, huh? Don't be too much of a bother, okay? Mom doesn't believe me at all, but I don't have time to clear up the misunderstanding.
行ってきます！
You're in such a rush. Don't forget anything, okay?
危な、財布くらい持ってかないと。
Suddenly noticed something that was underneath my wallet.
何があるかわからないし、これも持っていこう。
Found Schmidt correct, and everything's going down. Not tomorrow, but tonight. This thing should work as a makeshift weapon if necessary.
行ってきまーす！
Afterwards, I get on the train. Follow the familiar path.
スミ！あんた、また抜け駆けしようったってそうはいかないんだからね！ってあれ？
Emmy, so you finally resorted to just barging in without even ringing the intercom.
今日の戸締まり当番は兄様ですよ。しっかりしてください。
そうだよ。うっかり不審者が入ってきたら危ないでしょ。
不審者が2人に増えたのですが。
私の方が一歩早かったみたいね、スミ。
タクシーで来たからちょっと道込んでて。
なんでタクシー乗ってたくせに息切らしてたの？
それは慌てて押したくしたからだよ。エミちゃんこそ部屋着のまんまじゃん、はしたない。
夏場なら全然普通の格好でしょ。あんたのその変装スタイルの方が露出多くてよっぽどはしたないから。
Hey, if you're gonna fight, then take it outside.
ユキも外出なさいよ。話あるんでしょ？
No, I said I'd talk tomorrow. Don't you two need time to prepare yourselves emotionally too?
私は今からで平気だよ。エミちゃんもそうみたいだし。
うん。一度言ったことなんだから、二度言うなんて楽勝よ。
Even so, you didn't have to come barging in like this.
どうせスミのことだから、最後の一押しに来たんだろうけど、そうはさせないんだから。
エミちゃんこそ、私のことを追っかけてくるだけ追っかけてきて、もしそれだけなら帰った方がいいと思うよ。
なぜ平和なはずの我が家が修羅場に。
I know, right?
他人事のように振る舞わないでください。兄様、お二人に伝えなくちゃいけないことがあるんじゃなかったんですか？
Thought you were ready by tomorrow, which is why I contacted them, but now that they've jumped the gun, I've got to deal with it now. I don't think I can say that now. Hey, let's take this outside. I don't want to keep bothering the neighbors.
うん。
わかった。
Suki, can you watch over the house for a second while Oni-chan's gone?
私を何だと思ってるのですか？自分は戸締まりもしっかりできないくせに。
Pat her on the head, but she still looks displeased. She ignores me and steps up to Emmy and Hassan.
しょうもない兄で本当にごめんなさい。
いえいえ。
それと、どうか兄を。
Oops.
こちらこそ。
行こっか。エミちゃん。
そうね。
Two girls head outside before I do. But can't take this first step to follow after them. So Mitsuki gives me a push from behind.
さっさと言ってください、兄様の不死だら。
You're calling a blockhead.
女の子を傷つける兄様なんて不死だらでいいんです。
Yeah, you're right, Tsuki. She's right about how things turn out in the end. Okay, I'm going.
はい。いってらっしゃい。
After Tsuki cheerfully sends me off, I look at two of my classmates who are waiting for me outside. Let's walk for a bit, shall we? I have to give an answer no matter what. They will silently walk together until we reach the riverbed where we can hear the quiet flowing water and the chirping of bugs. The peaceful quiet is broken by Hasmi, who says the first word.
蚊に刺された。
Must but try to keep it down as she starts crying and scratching at her arm.
知ってる？足が臭いと蚊に刺されやすいんだって。
それ、今一番言う必要のないトリビアだよ。
I got bit too.
そりゃそうでしょ。だって、ユキは足臭そうだもん。
What? Are you saying your feet don't smell? I can smell right now if you want.
マッチョ、嗅ぐなら私の足の匂いを嗅いで。全然臭くないから嗅いで。
スミは噛んだから、ユキが嗅ぐのは私の足ね。
Why do you two want me to smell your feet? It's not like I came here to get stung by bugs and smell feet, okay?
そういや、そうだったね。
蚊と足の匂いのせいで忘れるところだったわ。
They both joke around even though they know what's coming up. I thought I had made up my mind. I know I need to answer them soon, and I need to answer soon. I find myself wanting to prolong this ambiguous relationship as long as possible. It's an awkward relationship, sure, but I find it oddly pleasant. I'm sure Amy and Hasmi feel the same way. They both want me to give them an answer, so I'll answer them before we get more bug bites, which make this experience even sadder than it already is. Can you confess to me again? This time I'll answer properly.
私が先でいい？
ダメよ。私が先。
じゃあ、また、二人同時にしよっか。恨みっこなしで。
絶対同時にだからね。ちょっとでもフライングしたら一生恨むから。
Two of them then stand right in front of me, side by side.
エミちゃん、いい？
うん。せーの。
これ受け取って！
I was supposed to throw a curveball on the second version. I got no idea how to process what they've just done.
スミ、何そのお金！一体何万あるのよ！
エミちゃんこそ、どうして通帳なんか渡そうとしてるの？ダメだよ！
これは、今は残高ほとんどないけど、これからもりもり増えてく予定だから、私と付き合ってくれるなら、これからの稼ぎは二人の共有財産にしてあげてもいいかなって。
ゆきくん、私と付き合えば逆玉狙えちゃうかもよ。今はこれだけしかないけど、もし私と結婚したら、もうお金には困らないよ。
That was the I've made up my mind, or that was the choice between I've made up my mind and I can't decide. That was supposed to be a choice? Huh? That's a German guide? Why the fuck is there a German guide? The fuck? I don't know why I wasn't expecting that. Or is that choice literally gonna be like right before this?
ああスミがとうとう汚い手を使ってきた。
もう利用できるものは何だろうと利用するよ。
急に言い名付けとか出てきて困れ。親と喧嘩しろ。この金持ちお嬢様め。
エミちゃん、なんて縁起でもないことを。もし私に言い名付けが出てきても、相手はユキくんでしたっていうオチになるよ。なんなら、秒で駆け落ちするから。
Well, thankfully already told that her route, like you never even meet Hasumi's parents in her route, so no weird arranged marriage shenanigans, ever. That's good to know.
ユキもいいから早く受け取ってよ。
ユキくんはエミちゃんの空の口座なんかより現金の方が好きだもんね。
Hold up, what's going on here? I thought you two were going to confess.
だってユキ、私に好きって言われるより、こうした方が喜んでくれるかと思って。
Hasumi, I thought you weren't going to rely on money.
そうだっけ忘れちゃったな。
Amy's completely serious, but Hasumi's playing dumb.
それともユキは、また好きって言ってほしかったの？
言ってほしそうな顔してるよね。
I'd have preferred that I'd preferred that over you two holding at your cash and bank book.
そっか。
しょうがないな。じゃあエミちゃん、もう一回せーのしよっか。好き！あ、人がせっかく待ってあげようとしたのに？
正直、ユキのことスミより好きかなんてわかんない。でも、こんなに人のこと好きになったの初めてだから、きっとスミよりユキのことが好き。だから、ユキともっと一緒にいたい。今度は、本物の恋人として。
First time I thought we'd never see each other again. But the more we saw each other, the more we came to accept each other's presence. She tries so pointlessly hard to show off. But at least she's trying. She inspired me to try a little too.
私ね、実はすっごく後悔してるの。どうしてもっと早く伝えなかったんだろう。どうして他の誰かがユキくんのこと好きになる前に好きって言えなかったんだろうって。でも、おかげでもっとユキくんのこと好きになれた。だから私は何度でも好きって胸を張って言えるんだ。だから好き、大好き。この気持ちは一生変わらない。
Those are another 100,000. She's an honor student, and a classmate will remember my name. In fact, she's had unrequited feelings for me for years. And now I've seen her working so hard just to get my attention. And those were also 10.
ユキ、
ユキくん。
I've made up my mind. I've had plenty of time to think about it, so I have to answer, here and now. There we go. The confusion is now cleared up immediately. Since I can't choose, it's literally just for Momoko route or a bad end. I'm going to go with I've made up my mind here and then make another save to set up Emi and Hasumi. So yeah, Emi or Hasumi? I reach out for the... Oh, okay, I like that actually. I like that actually. Anyways, save. Save again. Yes. I like that it's not like a choice, but you literally choose the bank book or the cash. Anyways, so yeah, that's the route setup's done. That was almost 5 hours of more content. But hey, at this point it doesn't fucking matter if I just go for the 2 side routes first. So who cares really? Hope you guys enjoyed. Just wanted to see you tonight. You know what? Actually? Actually, no. Forget what I was gonna say. Hope you guys enjoyed this one and see you next time. Bye-bye.